top of crappy. The bottom line is they know the difference and they pay you for the difference. Just log on to GimmeTheVIN.com, put in your VIN or license number, a couple of picks, and get an instant cash offer.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Saturday, October 25th, the Super 40s return to Orange City Poker. Cards are in the air at 11:10 a.m. with a $300 buy-in and a massive $40,000 guarantee. One day, one big tournament. Your shot at the Super 40s is only at Orange City Racing and Card Club.
Casino-style table games are waiting at Daytona Beach and Orange City Racing and Card Clubs. Play Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Pai Gow, and more. The fun is close to home. No Vegas required. Only at Daytona Beach and Orange City Poker.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Get ready to rock at the City of Tavares Rocktoberfest, a free concert this Saturday at Wooten Park with Hinder, Given to Fly Pearl Jam tribute, and more. Plus, seaplane contest, food trucks, and vendors. Don't miss Rocktoberfest. Info at TavaresFL.gov.
Another month, another high utility bill. You know those old windows and doors might be the culprit, letting valuable energy escape and your money, too. Upgrade them with Renewal by Andersen. At Renewal by Andersen, their energy-efficient windows and doors have the latest advanced technology, keeping your home comfortable year-round, helping reduce your energy costs and make your home more eco-friendly, too. And with their Smart Sun Glass option, you'll minimize heat loss and maximize energy savings. Renewal by Andersen windows are beautiful, durable, and energy efficient. Candace says, my window project with Renewal by Andersen was completed today. Very professional and hardworking team. I love my new windows. Thank you, RBA team. It's fall savings month, and they're offering 20% off all replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to see all the beautiful products they offer and check out their hassle-free process and 4 easy steps. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your local Orlando injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TALK.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit ReeseWindows.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, October 16th, 2025. Lots to get to today, from troops to San Francisco to huge protests set for the United States this weekend, and a look at what has been sent to Luigi Mangione in prison, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good.
Great. How are you?
Yeah, goodish. In the ballpark of good, I guess. I tried to, because I've been getting nasal spray shamed by Courtney in the mornings. I tried to lessen it up a little bit. Okay, this will be respectful. She won't say anything about me taking too many sprays. And I already find myself all right.
Also, just going to throw it out there. Courtney in the morning sounds like a fun show I'd listen to.
It is. I tune in every morning, and she will kind of keep me straight.
I tune in for the question of the day. Is it about cactuses, World's Fairs?
It's always something that is almost difficult to Google. You know what I mean? They're out there, kind of like the internet hasn't even thought of most of these questions that she thinks of just yet.
No S, Warlock.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers to the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. Okay, voice good. Let's go to the back of a police car. That's right, everybody. We're doing it. We are doing it, whether you like it or not. Her name is Crystal Tadlock, and Miss Crystal is in some trouble.
Yeah, you had me at Crystal.
Not a good time. Oh, Crystal's bad news, just the name itself?
No, just you're ripe for stories like this. No
Crystal
offense
with a
to
Y.
crystals. Oh,
yeah. Crystal with a Y is kind of like, well, watch out.
Crystal with a Y is the normal way.
I know, but that's the
Crystal
one.
with an I are scientists.
That's the one. If there's a couple other mix-ups in the spelling, they get away from it. It's like S-E-A-N versus S-H-A-W-N, which is obviously the correct spelling. All right?
What are your thoughts on S-H-A-U-N?
Barely in the equation. Okay. We don't run into each other very often, although I have a good friend whose name is spelled that way. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I just think Crystal with a Y. Well, you're going to see what Crystal with a Y is like in just a second here, okay? Because she is a Houston nurse. Scratch that. Used to be a Houston nurse before this moment went down. She got arrested for driving under the influence, and she started yelling at the cops. She already had a problem, with the arrest and stuff, but her mouth kept a running, and that's what lost her job. Here she goes.
Stop! Oh, I have a child.
All right, you can see where you're going, right? I think you
that girdle.
You already know. I don't even know if I can.
By the way, Ashley and I say that line all the time. I have a child, but we say it. We say it like Billy Zane on Titanic,
where he's like this,
where he's using the kid to get on the lifeboat. I'm like, I have a child. I have a child.
Or this is different. This is I have a child. Oh God. Oh, it hurts to even try. She's screaming at him, as you can tell. This is again Crystal Tadlock, and we'll find out why she used to be a nurse.
Stop! I have a child. Well, I'm
nurse, and when you come through my hospital, don't worry, I'll let you die.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
Gonna do it for you.
Flag on the field.
And of all the jobs, like you could probably get away with it if you work at the Taco Bell drive-through. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna make.
I'm a drive-through operator at Taco Bell. When you come through, I'm not giving you your chili cheese burrito.
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
Zero
sure
sauces.
It sits out for 4 hours before I give it to you.
But if you say, I'm a nurse, and if you come through my job, I want to make sure you effing die, that is going to be a fireable offense. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Fireable, and you won't get hireable ever again.
Probably. I don't know if nurses are like cops. Nurses, help us out with this. Do they shuffle around the bad nurses? Kind of like bad...
priests.
Pastors or priests or whatever.
I think the bad nurses shuffle themselves around.
Do they? Just show up in another city. She's like, my name's Crystal, and that's why. That's why you get that red flag. But she says, if you come to my hospital, then you're going to die. Please.
I have a child! Well, I'm a nurse, and when you come through my hospital, don't worry, I'll let you die.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! All your family members, and this is all on recording. Greater Heights.
It's censored, but it was so close. It was like not the whole word was pulled out there.
So she's big mad, huh?
She's angry. She knows she's being recorded too, and she was saying the whole time, like, "Hey, you are your whole family. When they come through the hospital, they're all going to die. They're all going to die." She said, I couldn't walk straight because I had an effing eye injection yesterday because my perception is permanently off.
Okay.
It turns out...
Maybe you shouldn't be driving then.
Yeah.
You know, when you come up with the I'm not drunk excuse, you can't be coming up with something else that would make you ineligible to drive. You can't be like, I'm not drunk, just these meds I'm on make me blind temporarily. I'm totally fine to drive, just the blindness.
And for the record, the police disagreed, and so did her blood alcohol level. Okay, so this is not really a thing.
I guess you're all gonna die.
Yeah, she's not gonna have that job anymore.
Was that the cop in the background going, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it's hilarious.
The cop was watching it like he was at home on the couch watching a YouTube video, but he's watching real life in the seat behind him. Dare I play any more of this? Now I don't know.
I'll just you say that,
back up. You give it a shot.
There's curse words like 3 seconds afterwards, but I mean, we're back. We're good.
We're good?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
good. We're rebuilt. Watch, it is going to be the same thing that always happens. It's going to be, I hit play, immediate curse word.
Because my perception is permanently off. You can't speak straight because you have an accent from another country.
All right, I'll be playing on audio. Make sure you listen to it.
No, that's because ICE hasn't picked you up yet.
You literally just said that you don't want me there because you're going to let me die.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not that great of a person. You think you can just treat me like this? You're going to be so embarrassed.
I love this kind of thing. This woman that's like, if you come to my hospital or your family comes to my hospital, you're dying. You're all going to die. I'll kill all of you. If you don't get deported, I'll call ICE on you. You'll do that. And then she's like, yeah, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, you're going to be so embarrassed. Au contraire, have the turntables. It is you, my dear, who is very embarrassed, I'm sure.
Maybe not. I mean, I hope so.
Doubling down.
Yeah, but point taken, though. She's like, you are going to be so embarrassed when this comes out. It's like, really? Because evidence points to this looks worse for you right now. There she is, starting us off. No longer a nurse, unfortunately for her, but a star in my heart. It's Miss Crystal Tadlock, 35 years old.
Wow.
Should know better. In Magnolia, Texas. She ran into a piece of concrete, failed a sobriety test, and the rest is
Buddy,
history,
her
friends.
perception, her depth perception is permanently off.
So is mine. Mine's off too, and that's why I suck at basketball shots. Yeah, but
basketball shots.
Is that not what you say?
I don't know.
Is there a better way to say that? Just for future sports talk?
Shooting hoops.
Basketball.
Right. That's why I miss when I'm shooting hoops.
There you
Okay.
Go back to
Everybody knows
basketball
it.
shots. Yeah, that's
Well, if people could see what I was doing, they would know that I'm pantomiming shots,
You
so
need
it looks
a
pretty
looser
real.
wrist than that, please.
I'm doing it. I
No,
feel
flick
like
the wrist a little bit.
Let me tell you
You're
something.
supposed to spin the ball.
I don't want to yell at you this early in the show, but
yes, you do. Come on, hit me. I'm ready, baby.
I might just do it. Let me tell you something, okay?
I'm going to call ice on your ass.
Flat out. You might need to call him after this. Flat out. If you and I played a game of horse head-to-head, I would smoke your ass.
I will scrap my entire roast set and just bring in a basketball hoop on October 30th, and you and I just have a one-on-one.
I will be dropping blockers or whatever. I will be from. Right. I don't know the lingo, but I can make that orange ball go through the hoop. I'm telling you, a little bit of this, around the back, around the side, very much.
You look like you're about to do the 6'7".
What's that? Oh, is that's the kids thing? Huh?
Yeah.
You're so hip with the kid these days, C-Lane. You're so tuned in. He's got all the lingo. He's with the 6'7". All right.
It's about to be a 2-on-1 hoop game.
I'll take you both on. All right. It's horse. All of us head to head. C-Lane's out first. Honest to God. All right. We got a lot to get to today. He just looks like he sucks at basketball. I don't know. He should be good.
He's very tall.
I know.
He'd literally just be right below the hoop, do layups all day.
On paper, he should be way better at this.
He's rude.
And of the three of us, I'm the one who has a basketball hoop.
Oh, that's true. God, this all feels very stolen valor. I ran into one, so that we all have a sort of a connection going on there.
Yeah, but I currently actually have a basketball hoop.
Why?
It's
came
installed in my house. It's there. I don't even, may have came with the house. I don't know.
He's currently got it propping up his skeleton family on the front yard.
No, because it's pretty permanent and it's not where we want the skeleton to be. So.
I'm excited for this show. I feel like a fight do be coming on.
I mean, getting ready for the roast here. The roast is in 14 days, 2 weeks, friends, in Normal People Talk. 2 weeks away.
Or, come on. I mean, today's the only day we could say it's a fortnight away.
Oh, it is one fortnight away from right now. The roast of Sean Wasson.
For those of you youngins, young video game players, that word existed before. It did. But when your parents were parents, they used it.
Yeah.
Make sure you're all ready to go. You got all the info you need. Learn more at thenewsjunkie.com/roast. Okay. Meanwhile, let's get into this. There's talk today of these National Guard troops and federal troops going into other places. And I can't tell, I keep hearing, troops are going to go into St. Louis. And then it looks like some do, but it doesn't look like that big of a thing. And then troops are going into Chicago. But then it seems like it's mostly ICE in Chicago it's out there every day. And there's a lot of cities that just keep getting named. But now the talk is that they are going to deploy troops in San Francisco because it's a crap hole and the troops are needed or something. But let's see what they're saying. NBC in the Bay Area is talking about this is their territory. Let's see what they said about this.
Covered. That's the message today as San Francisco leaders again say no to President Trump and his suggestion of sending in the National Guard. This comes as San Francisco is in the global spotlight as it hosts the Dreamforce conference. Here's NBC's Sergio Quintana.
Okay, let's look that up because of all the things I know about world affairs, what the hell is the Dreamforce conference? I don't know if that's basketball or international affairs. I don't know if that could have me shooting some more b-balls. Dreamforce?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me go back to him saying it.
San Francisco is in the global spotlight as it hosts the Dreamforce conference.
Dreamforce conference is what this guy said.
I mean, there are quite a few conferences.
Did you put San Francisco? Because
thank you.
Yeah, that's where it's going down, in the Bay Area, in California.
Tech event? I'm getting off the bat.
Okay. So
sales and marketing transformation, revolutionize your business, AI insights.
Sounds like a bunch of tech bro stuff that they got going on. It makes sense in San Francisco. The thing that always gets me about these sorts of stories is, I think you could send in the National Guard. They probably would make things cleaner and safer like they seem to have done in Washington, D.C. But the thing is, you don't need that. They've done this already in California. The California residents that don't care just don't care, all right? Because the California residents already saw that when the world leaders come to town, they can literally clean up the city overnight.
Maybe they should just invite some world leaders every now and then.
Maybe once a month. Just put them on the schedule, and you get it's like tricking your kid to clean his room or something. They can do it.
Or teaching him about Aunt Flo.
They can do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm resigning to this territory where I'm like, if a whole city full of people wants to vote one way and continuously vote in people who give them garbage outcomes, then they deserve garbage outcomes, okay? That's what they want in San Francisco. There ain't a Republican in sight. You can't blame this on anybody else, okay? You have your people, you voted all your people in San Francisco, and you see what's going on with homelessness and with the streets and the situation there. And you see that when you want to clean it up, you can, and you can make it nice, and people go outside, and they're like, man, San Francisco's beautiful again. What a place to be. And then it goes back to crap. So you see what it can be like. You see what it is normally like. You see who your elected officials are. Why should anybody else get between you and a bad time? I don't feel like we need to keep doing this. But at least that's the threat here that's going on. Let's see what else they said.
Here's NBC's Sergio Quintana.
Come on, Sergio.
They assembled and stood at attention on the grounds of the San Francisco Police Academy. These are 52 current San Francisco police cadets and 2 additional cadets for other police agencies.
I just wanted to come over here alongside the district attorney, the sheriff,
the mayor,
your deputy chiefs, and just say thank you for believing in San Francisco.
The whole point of the mayor, the DA, the sheriff, and the California Highway Patrol walking among the cadets and thanking them.
Bro, what is with the cops that they have arranged here? This guy is like 100 years old who's a new cop and
waiting to fight. No, he's not. Sean, I think that's a young man.
No, that guy is not a young man. Of all the things I know, that is not a young man that I'm looking at there. That is an old man with gray hair who's at least 60 plus years old. Who is a police officer, I guess. Half of these guys are like 5'3". I mean, there's a weird, these are their cops, or this must be like some particular type of cop or something.
Volunteer?
Are these these are volunteers or like the traffic cops or something? Something's not right here. I don't think
the mayor is gathering in front of a group of 93 new recruit traffic cops.
Well, if this is what they got, this looks like a weird collection of cops. Just to me, what do I know here? But there you go. They're saying we don't need them. Everything's fine over here. Trump's saying we're going to continue with these federal surges into more cities. We'll see if it happens. You tell me what you think. I literally am standing on that whole thing where it's like, hey, if people want to live in crap, if they want to live like this, if they want this to be their neighborhood, that's their business. It's not mine. I don't care. If you want Portland to be crap, if you want San Francisco to be crap, if you want New York City public transit to be crap, if you want all these cities to be garbage, that's what it is until you vote other people into office with different ideas who want to do something different. That's what you get, right? That's what it should be. And eventually, I mean, one would think at this point San Francisco would start voting in another direction or something. They haven't learned any lessons just yet. It hasn't really landed on them. So, I mean, I don't know. It's like, should we clean somebody else's room for them? No, I want to clean my room. I want my room clean. I want my room nice and clean. If they want a dirty room, they can keep their room dirty. You let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Real quick, somebody in the military salutes to you, my friend. U.S. Army retired Robert emails the show.
Thank you, Robert.
About troop pay to tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And he says, hey, guys, I have to strongly disagree with the AI answer you gave out yesterday for troop pay. This was because Trump said that.
A lot of people had issues with that.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it sounded like a lot.
Chime in when we asked.
What was happening was Trump said that there was a mystery donor, very, 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 very rich person who would pay for the troops' salaries if the government shutdown continued and there was a need for that. And I started thinking, God, that seems like a lot of money. There are a lot of troops out there. And what if you had to pay for all of the troops in the armed forces salaries for 1 month? And the number that came out from AI was just, unbelievable. I thought it sounded like too much. But this person says, I have to strongly disagree with the AI answer for troop pay. If you look at the chart I have enclosed, you will see that E1 private through E4 specialists make up a great deal of the armed forces. That is far below the $10,000 a month as suggested. In addition, troops get paid twice a month. So whatever the number on the chart is, divide by 2. Thank you for your attention in this matter, he says. U.S. Army retired Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
He's saying our estimate was way too high from AI. And that could have been the case. What did people correct us to? Anybody have another number?
I don't know if they gave an actual number or they were giving out salaries, but it was basically the AIs we looked at. Sabrina's had them making like up to $10,000 a month.
10,000 to or 20,000. I feel like the number was right.
That's too much for a regular grunt soldier. That they're not going to make $10,000.
That's what the AI said. I just googled it. Sorry.
I know, but you use your head. A new soldier is not going to make $120,000 plus a year.
Use your head. We had to Google it.
I just did.
But the AI was probably doing like an average, which were like there might be some higher salaries that are kind of pushing the average up a bit. I don't know, but the one that I used said $8,000 a month, which also seems a little steep.
Right. Well, I mean, if you have any more accurate numbers, he gave me some graphic here, but I don't know if it's going to help out. I'll open it up just because he took the time, and we have 1 second to do it. He says the military pay chart. Oh God, sir, what am I supposed to do with this? This is graph
Throw it
hell.
into ChatGPT and ask them to simplify it.
I'm sure there's some analyst who loves spreadsheets who looks at this and goes, well, that is just fantastic. I don't even know what I'm looking at, sir. There's so many numbers here. I see that they get paid anywhere from $2,000 a month to like $18,000 a month, or maybe pay period. Who knows? Yeah. Thank you for the info. Suffice to say this. I feel like this is an accurate statement. Ready? It's an accurate statement to say to pay for every person in the military for their paycheck for 1 month is expensive. All right, that's what I'm going to land on. I'm going to land on that, and you can agree or disagree. When we come back, we're going to go old and young because there is a very, very young person in the news and a very, very old person in the news. You're going to hear from them both for very different reasons, but both great stories, and they're coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800.
Hello. Slowing things down on Florida's Turnpike.
Welcome to Thursday.
On Colonial Drive at Primrose Drive, there's a crash getting cleared up there. The roadways are busy still.
Ladies and gentlemen,
traffic troubles. Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the traffic center of James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fairwinds Credit Union. Financial freedom happens here. Fairwinds Credit Union is giving away $50,000 to help fuel your financial goals. Now through December 31st.
Cameraman, wake up.
Complete a few simple steps and you'll
Come on.
enter to win one of 14
There you
cash
are.
prizes. Fairwinds Financial.
Ladies and gentlemen,
details at fairwinds.org/giveaway.
I am here to inform you that as of today, 2025 is 79% over. 2025 is 79% complete. Congratulations to you. 2025 is 79% complete.
Built for your home and tailored towards your energy needs. You can lock in lower costs and enjoy predictable bills for years to come. Now, the federal tax credit.
Kurt says, hot take, cities should take care of their own crime. Government should take care of the employees that make it function. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you can send in the troops and make San Francisco better. I believe it. I believe it. You can make it cleaner. You can make it safer. You can make it better for all the citizens. And in my world, I care about outcomes, and that is a better outcome. But those people voted for that outcome. They wake up every day and pay crazy taxes and pay $3 million for a crappy house. And they see hobos pooping on the sidewalk everywhere, so much that it's a meme worldwide. They see intravenous drug users absolutely everywhere on every street corner. They see all the public utilities that they pay a lot of money for falling apart at the seams. They see wasteful spending everywhere. And who do they have to blame? They keep electing these people over and over and over. I say every city is a bedroom. You clean your own bedroom. Eventually, you'll get tired of that bedroom being dirty, and you'll fix it. When something spills out of a city and becomes a federal issue, then you should send in the feds. But let them live in their own filth. Because as much as I love San Francisco, and it's a beautiful city when it's not covered in feces, I don't think we should go over there and clean their room for them. That's my take. Tanya says 42 days until Thanksgiving. Nice. Can't wait. BDMX Con says, we're only 21 years into Newsom's 10-year plan to end homelessness in San Francisco. Let him fix it. Brilliant. They're handling it well. The problem is, in San Francisco, they just haven't spent enough money on the homeless. Okay? Now, eventually, they'll surpass this spending of like $100,000 or so for most of the homeless people in the city of Los Angeles in particular, I believe. And somehow, if they triple that, everything will be fixed. But it's like, that's your problem, man. That's a San Francisco problem. Rice-A-Roni, baby.
Get ready to join the Monsters in the Morning for their Halloween brew bus headed to Lake County.
I support California giving reparations. I want my 40 acres and a mule. Best of luck, sir.
Costumes are optional.
I think technically you only deserve like 10 acres and a
Special thanks to
goat.
NC Fence, Puddle Jumpers, MTA Transportation, Jersey Mike's, and Just Call Mo, Orlando's injury attorneys. Get more information at realradio.fm/brew.
Stop trying to clean up other countries. I'm a believer in America first. Yeah, I mean, but if you say America first, I don't want to force feed people things. You know, this is like having a neighbor, and your neighbor, their house looks like shit. They never mow their lawn. Things get worse and worse. It's dilapidated and stinky. And then you go over there and clean up your crappy hoarder neighbor's house and make it look all nice. And you leave. And your crappy hoarder neighbor lets it go to hell in a handbasket again. Why? Let him live in that. Let him live in that.
Pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine.
Sean is 99% talk and 1% action. What action are you expecting me to take? I'm literally a talk show host. What are you even talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a San Francisco problem, it's an American problem. You can't allow this type of rhetoric to spread. I don't think that the National Guard and the feds would be going into control rhetoric in San Francisco, right? I think they would be going there, as they've said, to like clean up the streets. They said it's a cesspool and that it could be better and that the homeless crisis is an issue they need to fix. They are aiming to go in to do that stuff. Sean, you need shock collars for your fans? You gonna raise your hand and volunteer? You first? Excuse me. Trying not to get another spread.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying.
Okay, folks, here we go. Coming back in less than 60 seconds. I hope you're all good on a Monday or Thursday. Is it a Thursday? Thursday. God, I zoomed back to Monday for a second. I hope you're all good on a Thursday. Let's have some fun.
Coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
Sports season is in high gear, and iHeartRadio's got it all. The NFL.
It's a touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Baseball postseason.
Tail time in game one.
College football, the NHL, and the NBA is about to tip off. It's all right at your fingertips on the iHeart app with play-by-play podcasts and local stations where you can join the conversation.
I agree with the last caller. We got to be done with that guy.
Join the millions who are already doing it. Open the free iHeartRadio app now. Sports on iHeartRadio, where fans live
Are
it.
you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reesewindows.com.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Things with you. Some great stories, honest to God, about old people and very, very young people all at the same time. And we have both in the audience on this show, thankfully. We have an audience made up of some very young people new into the talk radio world and some oldos who are hanging out with us each day. Shouts out to you. Good to have you on board.
To the whippersnappers.
I love every once in a while cleaning the palate here with something that I think is like wholesome or interesting. I got something a little more controversial on the back burner right now, which we'll push forward in a second. But I wanted to start out with this because I just, I thought it's interesting. This is a weird, interesting generational divide going on here. And are you, either of you, familiar at all with Shirley Curry? Have you heard that name before?
I can't say that I have with confidence.
She is old. And
Shirley Curly.
Celine, you don't know that name either? No, not Curly. Shirley Curry is her name.
That one either, sorry.
I love how she's the only YouTuber still filming in standard def. She's like the last YouTuber in not in widescreen format.
Oh, she reminds me of my Nana.
This lady is known for being a gamer. We were talking about gamers the other day. She's a gamer for reals. And this woman, Shirley Curry, is 89 years old. She plays a video game some of you may have heard of called Skyrim. That's her thing.
Still going on?
Yeah, for her. Well, that's the news.
Sean, this is lighthearted?
Well, it's interesting to me, at least. I don't know if it's lighthearted, but we'll see what we take from this. Because she has posted a video to her fans. And let me tell you, she has a lot of fans. Okay, a lot of people love watching the wholesome content from this grandmother. She has 1.3 million subscribers. All right? She doesn't have crazy cams spinning around, 360 shots, effects lights, smoke machines, sounders.
Sounds like a loser.
She has an old lady in a chair. She's 89 years old, and she just clicked record and uploaded this video, and her fans are melting down.
Good morning, grandkids.
She calls them grandkids.
I don't exactly know how to start this.
Uh-oh.
First of all,
one thing I love, she's just like PewDiePie or something. She still has a gaming chair. She's got the Skyrim posters on her wall behind her. Like
PewDiePie.
It's like the 89-year-old woman who never grew up. And not only does she play video games, which usually are a young person's game, but also she's a YouTuber recording videos and uploading them. Like, this is a young person's game. And this woman is in there doing very well because people kind of like it.
What do you think stacked up behind her in the background on that shelf?
DVDs.
Right here?
Yeah. Those are DVDs.
Some kind of like games or something.
The actual CD of a game that
maybe
is also rare.
But she says she's not going to do it anymore.
I will say that I am no longer going to be uploading Skyrim.
No!
I have a few older regular viewers.
Older than you?
So
but
slow.
Most of them seem to be very young kids, children.
I would have scrolled already.
And I'm not getting any feedback.
This is for people who want that nice.
No, I know, and I want nice stuff, but I needed to
content.
Needed to hurry up.
Very relaxed. No
She about
rushing.
to off herself on this live stream.
Oh my God, no! She doesn't kill herself.
I don't know. I'm scared.
No,
Does she do it in Skyrim? She could do it in Skyrim.
No, you guys. She's just saying she's done doing it, and she has a reason why. I don't know if she gets it
from them on the videos. All I get is hi, Grandma, or I love you, Grandma. That isn't not what I was spending my time on making and uploading videos.
Damn.
She only made it to 75 videos.
That have been with me.
Okay, how many did you make it to?
C-Lane hates old people.
How many did you make it to, C-Lane?
I haven't started any vlogs.
You got any Skyrim vlogs? This old lady had 75, which is at least double digits. Very impressive. Almost triple digits, in fact. Very, very good.
She doesn't even have one vlog for every year she's been alive.
She the brutal thing is she says she's not going to do it anymore because she wanted to be respected as a gamer, and instead everybody's calling her grandma. And she's like, I'm not having fun.
She called her grandkid. Yeah.
I don't know what you want. I'm just telling you what
Point
she said.
well made, Sabrina.
You too, Christopher.
She said that she's not having fun anymore making the videos, and she's saying that younger people, all they do is say, hey, grandma, in the comments, and that's not what she's here for. I'm going to check the comments.
But I thought
all right.
if she's calling her fans grandkids, then that is the, go-to response.
Yeah.
Is the grandma in video games. Like,
also, grandson's going to sue her, I think.
If you're working your community out like this and you're like, hey, I'm grandma doing the video and you're the grandkids watching the video, they're probably going to do that. They're not calling her grandma in the comments. They're saying they're rocked to their core. They can't believe this is happening. And they're very upset that the grandma gamer won't be uploading anymore. But I'll tell you, she's an old lady now. She's almost 90 years old. How long did you think she was going to upload for God's sake?
But is something happening, or she's like, based on
bored.
the statistics, I should go out and do something before I die?
No, she's just bored. She just said, I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun doing it. I'll have her explain more. You guys were getting bored with her, too.
Because I've been playing Skyrim and uploading it for about 15 years.
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Those I will still appreciate hearing from. You usually have my email, and
all right, it's a little slow. It is a little slow. I don't know if I can get through this. I don't.
How rude.
It would be like, can you complete it challenge? Can I watch this whole video or the one where that Try Guys dude tries to tell me?
I will watch 10 of the grandma videos. Thank you.
The Try Guys tries to explain again why he cheated on his wife.
The irony of it all is that she's stopping because she's bored, and I'm
bored of watching her talk about being bored. Oh, I think she's sweet, but she's done.
She reminds me of the old lady who maybe even older than her. Mm-hmm. That has like a YouTube where she makes like old poverty meals.
Yeah.
It's just like
is
really
that spank bank material. What's happening here?
Really slow teaching you how to cook stuff, but she does all this old stuff where like she doesn't use cutting boards. She like cuts stuff in her hands. I'm like, she's gonna bleed out any minute.
Yeah,
now.
She's too old for that kind of nonsense. You can't afford a mistake at that age. It's dangerous. So this is just a general shout out to all the old heads in the audience.
What up?
I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day today. I hope that we could keep you in touch maybe somehow to the younger stuff, and even the younger people amongst us on the bottom of the chain could keep us in touch with what's going on.
And I'll tell you this, if you don't mind me piggybacking, I know that you call the station phone number to leave a dispatch. But that's not how it works.
She wouldn't. This lady would use the actual app. I feel like she could. She's mega advanced grandma. You know what sucks for her, too? What happens if she tries to meet? I don't know if she's in a marriage or something. Maybe hopefully she is. Hopefully she's happily married. But let's say she's not.
When she was single.
And you're 89 years old. If she wants to date somebody, every 80-year-old guy is going to be like, you play video games? You know about technology?
And then she'll go, do you want to do it or what?
It's
we
not
don't
going
have
to work.
time.
It's going to be bad. But all right, there you go. Old lady saying goodbye to her fans over on YouTube. God bless you. God bless you. There she goes.
Later.
Out into the great beyond.
Her grandkids she hasn't spoken to in 10 years. But
well, she's been busy. She's uploading videos. It's the whole thing. When we come back, we'll hear about the other side of this. A younger person popping into the news for a very controversial reason. So we'll shock you back into that direction. We've also got to talk about flags in offices a person who signed a major league sports deal, and they're 58 years old. Age is a thing today on the show. We'll get to a lot of that and so much more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
There's got to be a play for like 70-year-old lonely women too, right?
Oh, go to the Villages and find out. Go be the pool boy. Go put a Speedo on and go take the leaves out of her pool.
Hey, we can start a new thing called Lonely Fans. Nailed it.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for our Thursday. And today does feature a pleasant day. However, we'll see some clouds build in, along with a stray sprinkle or two that can't be ruled out. Most of these, though, will be staying off to the east near the coast. But otherwise, plan for temperatures to be right around normal with highs in the mid-80s. Plan for a high of around 85 today.
Hello!
Breaking news! Breaking news!
This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe.
Trump is saying that he's on the phone with Putin right now. It's been a very long call. He's talking with Putin, and he's like, there's big news coming. I've got big news, and Putin has big news. After this phone conversation's over that Trump is on right now, he says, could it be that they worked something out with ending the war in Ukraine? Boy, would that be big. Boy, would that be big. I saw News Chunky and I thought it was a fat joke at first. Thank you for making that not a fat joke. All right? Going up. Putin is pregnant with Trump's butt baby? Well, we'll see. Is phone sex? It could be. You don't know. But it seems to be significant in some way. I'll tell you what was said. It may be a bunch of nonsense, but maybe it's actually big news. I am speaking to President Putin now. The conversation is ongoing, a lengthy one, and I will report the contents, as will President Putin at its conclusion. Thank you for your attention to this matter. What does this mean? It's an important one. What does it mean? God, that would be huge if they could come to some sort of conclusion and stop the war. That would be massive. Some of you will find it a meltdown moment, right? You'll have to disconnect from the internet for a couple of days because you'll be like, I don't know how to process this. I only have one gear. It's angry. I can't be like, hey, this sucks. But hold on, let's put it in, man, this is kind of good news gear right now. And then you can put it back in this sucks. Or maybe even put it over in this is awesome every once in a while.
All of these dishes paired up with delicious cocktails from Edrington. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind event with delicious dishes from Chef Tellaluna. Seats are limited to...
Sun St. John, stop spamming the chat talking about other shows, please. I will nuke you out of orbit today. Hello?
You start a fight?
No, maybe not. I don't know. Why, you want to fight?
No.
Bring it.
Ha! I'll lock you in here.
No, don't lock me in there, please. Or in here. Are you leaving?
No.
Okay. All right. See you later, alligator.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, okay. Godspeed. 1 minute, 20 seconds, and we're coming back. Meltdown, he said he was going to end the Russia-Ukraine war within 24 hours of winning the election. Dan, you can't honestly think that any normal person cares about that, right? Like, oh, he said he was going to do it within 24 hours, and then it took him 10 months. People are going to just say, was the thing done? Because war is bad. Most people think war is bad. We couldn't get the war stopped. We couldn't exert our power in a way that would stop those wars until we could. And then then it worked. I mean, I don't even know if this is the case just yet, but come on, you know that people aren't going to care. Oh, he said it would be 24 hours. Nobody cares. They just want it done. That's how normal people operate. All right. Come back.
Your radio just got a digital upgrade.
With the free iHeartRadio app, you can save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts.
With easy presets.
It's your personal audio passport. Get what millions already have.
The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
Rasmussen University's mix of online and on-campus options means you can earn a degree from home or connect with others in person across 5 states. Wherever you are, your education moves with you. Learn more at rasmussen.edu. That's rasmussen.edu.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junk.
Two weeks away from the spookiest, most exclusive nights of 2025, and that is our upcoming roast event, which is going down on October 30th at Judson's Live at the Dr. Phillips Center. Snag all the information you need over at thenewsjunkie.com/roast. All right, let's get into a couple of things here. What do you do with the little monsters? That is my question for you today. I've talked about this a lot on the show. I think that there's a lot of people who don't realize something that only teachers can really tell you with the utmost of confidence. People who are disconnected from everyday life where you have to deal with a bunch of young people don't understand that a lot of them have really bad parents. And a lot of them turn out to be monsters. And if you have a class of 30 kids, you're going to have at least one, if not more, that suck, that are just duds, that you can look at the class and go, that kid is going to end up in jail. Like, what are we even trying?
Yeah, or
what
like
are we doing here?
Living in their parents' house forever. Or they're just weird. I mean,
There's
they're
a
just
lot of weird kids.
Weirdo kids.
There's a lot of weird kids. There's a lot of, there's more worried about the bad kids than the weird kids, because the weird kids at least get the job done. But in this case, there is a 9-year-old boy who is now at the center of a big backlash. He got arrested, this 9-year-old. And he got arrested by the Putnam County, Florida Sheriff's Office. And they posted his mugshot. They posted the 9-year-old's mugshot, single-digit kid, 9 years old, posted his mugshot online.
Like that?
They didn't post it blurred. They actually posted the photo, which is kind of crazy because he looks like he's such a little kid.
Oh, my God. He's so little.
His mugshot. I'll put it up on See It Now. I mean, he's 9 years old, but this kid sucks. I don't know. You got to get the parents. I wish you could just throw the parents behind bars and solve this problem, because this kid does suck. The unblurred picture of the child, who was allegedly arrested, threatening a classmate with a knife, was the thing he got in trouble for. It was shared on Facebook by the Putnam County Sheriff's Office on Friday in a viral post that now has got over 50,000 comments because they posted this kid's mugshot. The 9-year-old boy was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill following the incident at the school. I guess he brought a pocket knife to school, which is a no-go. And then he got into a fight with a classmate and threatened multiple kids that he was going to stab them with his pocket knife at the school. You can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't do that. While I absolutely do not support his behavior or bringing a weapon to school, this is still a 9-year-old child, says one of the people who was upset about this. Arresting him, taking a mugshot, and publicly posting it like this can cause lasting psychological harm. I mean, I think damage has already been done here, but I think the damage probably has been done by the parents.
Their first mugshot at 9, though.
9 is crazy. I don't know if they posted his name, too. So it like sticks with him, you know, when you Google his name. Since when does law enforcement show pictures of a 9-year-old child and give their name? I'm not condoning what the child did, but still, he's a very young child, somebody said. Y'all really posted his baby picture like this. It's like,
I mean, a little part of me has to agree with that. It sucks what he did, and it's awful. And I hope that there are lessons learned when he is doing his whatever time a 9-year-old does in jail. But
none.
To post it online, I mean, every other county or state, you've seen something along these lines, news stories, or any Facebook post by that law enforcement office. And they blur out the face because that's what people were doing.
No, they didn't. They didn't. And the thing for me is, why are they? I don't have a problem with them arresting kids. Sometimes you got to arrest kids. If you're realistic about the world, every once in a while you need to arrest a kid. I know that sounds bad, and you might not like the way it hits your eardrums, but sometimes kids deserve to and need to be arrested. But I don't think you need to post this photo on Facebook.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't think that you need to post that up on Facebook. And it seems to me like that part of it could have been avoided. And in these cases, when I see a 9-year-old breaking bad like this, I immediately want there to be intervention in the family and figure out what's going on. Because a 9-year-old, the chances that this 9-year-old has two functioning parents are incredibly low. You see this so often. It's usually a broken home that these kids are coming from. It's usually absent parents that do nothing until something like this happens to their kid, and then tells you what an angel and sweet little kid their child actually is and how he's the victim and all of this stuff. They do no parenting up until the point the kid causes chaos and gets arrested or something, and then they do sweeping for the kid and don't try to change any of the behaviors at all. It almost always, ask the teachers, I'll say it again, ask the teachers, it almost always boils down to bad parenting. Bad parents, absent parents who aren't doing anything in this 9-year-old kid's life. But putting him on blast on the Facebook page of the sheriff's office, here's the thing. Here's how I think about this. If the sheriff's office has a Facebook page, which I could see the necessity for that. Like, we could all see the necessity for law enforcement having social media pages to get information out, just to keep in contact with the population that they serve. Like, there's reasons for them to have social media profiles. I don't even care if they do the Grady Judd press conferences and they do a little dog and pony show and try to go viral for the day. But when you post a mugshot of an adult, in my tiny little pea brain, at least I can figure out what the goal would be there. The goal would be to deter another adult from doing the same thing, lest they be shamed, a la putting up somebody's ID who tries to use a fake ID at the bar, or, like shaming people who shoplift from your grocery store. These are the reasoning behind this is you put the person's photo out there as a lesson to other people their age. This kid's 9, man. What's the lesson going to be? Are other 9-year-olds scrolling through Facebook and oh, well, it's going to bring a knife to school tomorrow. Not going to do it now because this kid got arrested and he had a mugshot. I don't know that the logic follows. I don't think that it does. In fact, I think you start helping this kid out. You start isolating from the other kids at school to start with to make sure everybody's safe. Then you start helping him reintegrate as best you can. You check into what's going on with his parents because I bet it's broken as hell. And you try to put him on some sort of path to fix his life. He's 9. He's got a chance. He's got a lot of time ahead of him. He's 9 years old, okay? 9 years old. Most people have toilets older than this kid is, for God's sake. Tires older than this kid is. But posting the photo online seems bad.
It's not have on tires older than this kid.
No, you shouldn't. Every once in a while, you got to. Well, I might on my car. But anyways, David says on YouTube, Sean admits to having a pea brain. Got me in the logic pretzel. There we go. I said it, so it must be true. Tell us what you think. 9-year-olds, what do you do? And is posting their mugshots online, if you do arrest them, something that the sheriff's office should be doing? I don't think so, but I do think there are legit reasons when, you can't have a 9-year-old grab a gun and rob a bank and then afterwards go, oh, you got us. We don't have cuffs that small.
He's so grounded.
There's nothing we can do, but we're taking your Nintendo away. You do have to arrest kids sometimes. You got to punch kids sometimes. I've said that before on the show. Couple of 14-year-olds attack you or something. The idea that you're just going to cover up and take the shots because you're not supposed to hit those kids back. No, punch them, hit them, defend yourself. So these things should be more loose. But a 9-year-old doesn't need his photo blasted out everywhere on social. And I'm not going to put it up on See It Now for that particular reason. But now you know. Let us know what you think. Give us your thoughts over at thenewsjunkie.com. Let's see. We got a bunch of dispatches already. I want to hold those for right now. And we'll also get to some of your emails. Send yours at tips@thenewsjunkie.com, just like Alicia, who says, hey, happy Thursday. Was wondering, since you and Courtney like to watch scary movies, if you've ever checked out the Alter channel on YouTube. No, I've never heard of this.
Alter.
It's a collection of short horror movies, some of them good, some of them not so good, but completely addictive. It's been around a few years, so you may be familiar, but if not, I thought I'd spread the word. Love the show. Listen every day. Alicia. Thank you, Alicia. May or may not check that out, but thank you for the suggestion at the very least. Somebody else might pick up on it. When we come back, we'll hear from you. We'll see what's happening in your world. Got a couple of things to dive into, including an American flag controversy and a massive iguana finally apprehended. The iguana mugshot, priceless. The story coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You won't be running into any trouble over St. John's River Bridge, I-4 eastbound. Traffic's getting by on Charles Beal northbound. There's still a bit of stop and go getting over the water there. You're going to run into some slowdowns on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and the Beach Line. There's an earlier accident getting cleared up off to the shoulder on Florida's Turnpike southbound before Consulate Drive. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
Hello.
Check Allstate first for a quote today.
What do we feel about 9-year-olds in jail?
Exciting news for you, my friends.
Or 9-year-old mugshot?
That's right, home equity lines of credit.
God, having a mugshot at 9, dude.
And you're super low.
Get it together.
4% rate intact on the first mortgage. Get cash out for home improvements.
Zach swerves us.
Back taxes.
Zach says, has anybody ever ate iguana? I bet it tastes good.
Whatever you want, but unlike the corner bank.
I have heard that iguana tastes like chicken, which is what you hear about everything, obviously.
So get a quote today with no.
But my theory,
most importantly, work with an
and tell me if you also subscribe to this theory. My theory is humans have been around a very long time. There are literal books that chronicle every living species on Earth and how they taste and how to prepare and cook them. And my theory is the stuff that we don't eat as humans, we don't eat because either one, it's too difficult to eat considering the payoff you get with the protein, or two, it doesn't taste as good. I think that's what it boils down to. I think we eat everything that's easy to catch and eat and is good to eat. And some stuff isn't a good trade-off. And if we're not eating those things, it's because either something is not worth the trade-off or it doesn't taste good. Crazy Drunk Cat Lady said, they said the reason for the buckshot was to warn the community. What, Bolo, a 9-year-old black kid? There's a million little kids that look like that running around the neighborhood. Bolo, this little kid. This prepubescent 9-year-old. You're not, that's not what they were doing. That's not, I don't buy that as an excuse. Sean, did you ever find out what human tastes like? Not yet. I would imagine, I wouldn't put human in that category. Like, we don't eat other humans because of the implications. We don't, because cannibalism is not even a moral gray area. It's a very, very black moral area. Cannibalism equals bad. So we don't eat other humans. Wait, hang on. What's time? Oh, we got time. I used to do kendo when I was a kid. we would eat live octopus. Live octopus can be good. I've had live octopus. Well, I've had cooked octopus, I should say. Cooked octopus can be good. And there's a couple of places locally that make it, that I've had it, that I enjoyed it. But for the most part, when you see some sort of exotic meat, like I've tried snake, even venison, deer, they really tried to push those, shoot. I should know this. What are the lionfish. They really try to push lionfish because there were so many of them around the tip of Florida. They renamed this garbage fish that is all over the Great Lakes, and they called it the Asian carp to try to get rid of that. But the thing is, people don't eat it because it's either too hard to get and you don't get enough from it, or it's gross. So then you eat it and you go, yeah. 2 minutes and we're back live. Have you seen Faces of Death? They put a monkey in the middle of a table, whack it with a hammer, open it up and ate the monkey's brain. Almost everything, I hate to say this to you, almost everything on Faces of Death was fake.
Definitely something in it for you.
Hate to be the bearer of said information. But as a man who has spent many years on the front lines of the underbelly of the internet, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that the Faces of Death series was mostly fake stuff for shock value. Sorry.
Which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Sean, as a cannibal, would you rather have your humans grass-fed or beef-fed? I don't have any logic behind this, but I feel like humans were meant to be omnivores. So I want an omnivore who's still in good shape, but right on the fat side of things. All right? I want him to be like a little more swolled up with fat, but still not like morbidly obese. But that's just me. Vegetarians seem like they wouldn't taste good. Sorry.
Already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you. Do you have AC? Coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. CASH. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Radio, 104.1.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
Keywords on this lovely station. Make sure you are calling up iHeartRadio via the website and putting in the keywords and trying to win $1,000. Leaving $1,000 on the table and not attempting it because you think too many other people are playing is unhinged, and more people do that than play. More people are like, hey, there's too many people participating. Yeah, the odds are stacked against me, and I won't win.
But that thought does not cross anyone's mind when you get scratch-offs that ever win.
No, you're like, this one's going to be the winner.
More of a chance with our contest, so absolutely do it.
Also,
100%.
No money.
I'm not totally sure how this works, but I know that it comes in on like a no caller ID number, or maybe just no caller ID, but it shows a number.
Yeah.
And the new iOS, which the thing that I love the most about it, has a lot of features that block unknown calls.
Yeah.
You might want to turn off that feature if you're trying to win that sweet cash.
You think it could block you? It could block you when the iHeart people are
it
calling?
It might, because you can't. You don't have the number to save. I can't.
Maybe you're saying it's worth it to like drop Shield for the hour after you put the keyword in, and then Shield's back up. Mm-hmm. Shield's back up afterwards. Okay, that makes sense. I want to tell you about an iguana in a moment here, but when I was teasing this story, this rogue iguana, and I was putting this out there for people, immediately the conversation went to, I heard iguanas are delicious. Huh? And people push this kind of stuff nonstop because in almost all of these cases, when somebody wants you to eat something, they got an agenda. All right?
Am I right,
a lot
ladies?
of times there's an agenda when they want you to eat something. And when they tell you to eat iguanas, it's because you're probably in South Florida and there are iguanas everywhere. Iguanas on iguanas on iguanas.
I mean, there's a good amount, but I was born and raised in South Florida, and I do not remember that being an offering growing up.
It is. Nowadays, they try to get people to eat iguana.
I don't even know if I've eaten snake before. I remember it being on the table. We were going to go camping, and it was like, if we catch a snake, our counselor knows how to cook it and eat it.
Yeah.
But
they didn't send you with snacks into the forest?
No, we had plenty of snacks.
Trust me, it was Sea Lane. They had plenty of whatever. It was the greatest camp ever, I'm sure.
You got words about my camping setup?
Well,
brother?
it's like your school that had all the fast food places all at once. I'm sure that your camping setup.
I was a kid. It was much different. This is before the fast food school, which I didn't actually have.
Probably had fruit by the foot instead of the knockoff.
But they made it to look like a snake, and they had to catch it.
Instead of candy strip.
I think mine was lengtho fruit. My mom would get from these auctions and stuff. Oh, it was bad. Anyhow, so people push these things on you when they have an agenda. Living in the Midwest for a while, there was a thing about Asian carp, because if you don't know, the Great Lakes are full from all the big ships coming in, shipping stuff from other countries and whatnot. These ships come into the Great Lakes to drop off stuff to the Midwest, and they pick up all these Asian fish. And the fish kind of ride along with the ships, and then when they get into the Great Lakes, they go swimming away. So now, Lake Michigan in particular is just chock-a-block full of these fish. And they had an ugly name, so they renamed them Asian carp, and they try to push them on everybody. And all the Chicago restaurants. What was the original
name?
I don't know. See if you can find it.
Nasty looking fish.
All the Chicago restaurants were like, you got to get this. This is the thing. And there's so many of them. It's sustainable for us to have all these. And in South Florida, the same thing. They try to get you to eat lionfish because they're everywhere off the coast. Or, iguanas. We got too many of them. So you got to eat these things. The reason why we eat the things we do eat and we don't eat the things we don't eat is because the stuff that we don't eat is not good enough. It's not good enough. You're not eating iguana right now because somebody tried it before you and before that person and before that person. And trust me, it's not good because we've tried all of the things. We've eaten all of the things you can. And then we make a little list and somebody goes, iguanas? Nah, those suck. Don't waste your time on that.
Okay, but someone first said that about tofu, and then you'd put in the right ingredients, and
Still
completely plain is disgusting. But eventually it comes to a palatable taste.
What you're talking about is alligator. That's what you're talking about, because they pop alligator out there and then they go, guess what? We'll do alligator fingers. And then it's good because it's coated in a bunch of good stuff and deep fried. But the reason why you don't eat that stuff, you don't eat the iguanas, you don't eat the lionfish, you don't eat the Asian carp, is because it's not good. It's either not good or too hard to catch. Humans have already sorted this out a long time ago. You know why we eat chickens? Chickens are delicious, and chickens are easy to kill.
It sounds like Asian carp was the original name.
Oh, did they rename it to something else?
And in June 2022, the Illinois Department of Natural Resources announced a campaign to rebrand Asian carp as Kopi.
Kopi.
Which is just a shortened version of the word copious, referring to the large amount of fish that have showed up in the United States.
They think you're all dumb. You're all, and maybe some of you are, enough to go like, oh, I'll get some Kopi. I'll go get some right now. They pulled this, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled. They've done this before. They did this with diamonds, actually, if you want to go into a more like merchandise world. And they did this with lobsters. Everybody in the United States of America used to think lobsters were gross. Ew, sea-dwelling, bottom feeders, gross little shells. They look lobster. Like roaches. They're nasty. Everybody hated them, C-Lane. And then they started to say, you know who eats lobster? Rich and famous people.
In that case, give me 14.
Yeah, people started going, well, give me some lobster and some butter. And then,
are you trying to say that lobster is not delicious?
I think it's so good.
I'm here to tell you that lobster, like all these other things, is not eaten by as many people because you don't get enough bang for your buck in that case. You whip open the lobster, even if it's a big mamma jamma, and you start eating that thing. And when you get done, you go, that's cool. Do you have 4 more lobsters? Because that just wasn't enough for any normal-sized human being.
What are your thoughts on crawfish?
The worst. The worst. If Old Bay goes out of business, so does crawfish. No one's ever going to eat another one again. That's all you're eating. You're eating Old Bay on your fingers, all right? Gross. Gross. We eat the things we eat because they're delicious, and we eat the things we eat because they're easy to eat. All the other stuff is them trying to warp your mind. These are the same people who want you to eat bugs and live in a pod and, do all the right, check off all the right social things. Don't listen to them.
I think one key metric that you're missing is we eat the things we eat because they're available.
Yeah, that one thing is available regionally. Yes.
So like crawfish,
Yeah.
You're not eating a whole lot of crawfish in like Denver. Maybe not Denver, but like...
To rephrase that, you shouldn't be eating a whole lot of crawfish in Denver, is what I would say. If you
are, diarrhea.
Yeah, you shouldn't go... Isn't there like some thing that people say, like, where if you're too far inland, you just don't go to a seafood restaurant?
I think some people might say that as a rule of thumb, though. I think with the advancements in refrigeration and transportation, that little by little has been kind of expiring.
Right.
But, they have all those sorts of rules about oysters, like you don't eat them in months with R or something. I don't know. There's
all I'm telling you is we have access as humans to eat all sorts of things. The things that are popular are the things that are easiest to catch and the best bang for your buck. That's why we eat them. You ever wonder why we're not eating a bunch of like elephants and stuff? Because somebody before us ate one of the elephants and they were like, damn, this thing sucks. You know why we're not eating gorillas? Good luck, buddy. Go get one, all right? They might taste fantastic. In fact, that might be the ultimate cuisine. A gorilla burger might just knock your socks off, rock your mind, and blow your world. But you ain't getting it. It's not going to happen. Those are the categories that things end up falling into. Anyhow, sorry for the grand distraction there. I'll now tell
tangent, it's never hurt anybody.
I'll now tell you about this situation in Daytona because the police have wrangled a massive rogue iguana. This thing is huge that they got. There's body cam footage and everything. There's an officer holding it. I'll put this up on
my gosh.
And I ask you two things. Sabrina probably has some experience with this. An iguana that big could definitely hurt you if you tried to catch it. Yes?
Yeah, I mean, an iguana that big, the tail has years upon years of strength built up.
The tail has got to be 2 feet longish.
But then again, it also is probably just an iguana who found the perfect feeding spot. Mm-hmm. It might just be fat AF.
It's big.
I can't wait to hear the person that like, it's more scared of you than you are of it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know about that.
Screw that thing. This
iguana has seen things. I'm going to put it up on See It Now on the newsjunkie.com in just a moment so you can take a look at this. It's unbelievable. And it was going around terrorizing the neighborhood.
Define terrorizing.
It was attacking people, and it was a hazard to locals.
If that thing is breathing, it's terrorizing.
It looks like a freaking dinosaur, man. It's something. And it all told, it's probably a 3.5, maybe 4 foot iguana. I might be a little long on the 4 foot there. Maybe 3.5 foot iguana. It's bigger than a lot of dogs I've seen. It could eat Carl. This thing could eat Carl.
It'd still be hungry. Carl's like the lobster for that iguana.
If you didn't need Sora and you could make Carl ride that iguana, I would take the rest of the day off of work to go watch that. Put a little hat
Just
on him.
remind me in like 1 hour, and I'll get it together.
I'd be into that.
Wait, we don't have video? It's just a still shot?
No, we do have video. You want to see?
Yeah.
I think this is it right here.
Why is the neck like so long?
Hang on.
Awesome.
He's a healthy boy.
What the hell?
Look at that face.
Hang on, I'm trying.
This is so
huge.
intense.
He's beautiful.
Oh yeah, he is beautiful.
Right?
He's a big boy.
Isn't he handsome?
He sure is.
I don't see it yet.
I've done that before, but he's
It's over here somewhere by this air conditioner that they're going near. Facebook, your player sucks.
probably a pet, so he's probably used
Oh, there
to
he
being
is.
picked up. Pick him up from behind, just like a little dog.
Why is the neck like so long?
I told you he'd whip you. You gotta go in there and get him. Otherwise, he's gonna whip you.
She's
again.
not going to get him.
No.
I know.
Yeah, so the iguana,
Jeez!
the iguana backs up and starts like using its tail like an Indiana Jones whip on anybody who goes near it.
That thing is fast AF.
It moved. Let me bring it back just a little bit there. Again, this is going up on See It Now.
Otherwise, he's gonna whip you again. I know.
There he goes. Ah! They look hilarious when they run. Oh, he's too big to get out.
See ya. Oh, now I feel
Oh,
bad.
he's freaking out. No.
On the other side. Grab him.
Oh my
Grab him back
god.
behind his neck.
No, can I hold the tail?
She doesn't want to grab
This lady.
Okay, now I know some of you are going to be like, what a pussy. Get over there, do your job. This ain't her job. This isn't her job. I would be very hesitant myself to go up and like hands-on an iguana, like actually grabbing it.
For a second, I was wondering why she was so standoffish about it. And he was like so encouraging. And I went, wait a second. Animal control probably doesn't wear body cameras. These are regular cops.
Yeah, these are just cops that showed up, and the guy's like, look, trust me, I know how to do this. And now he's got it pinned on the other side of a fence by the front door of this house. And the woman's like, I don't want to grab it. Can I get the tail, please? She's holding the tail. He got it. Oh! He's having a hard time.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a big boy.
I love nothing more than the idea that he's like, that's enough. That's enough.
Dogs are going absolutely nuts.
Sir, what exactly are you going to do? That's enough? It's an iguana. It doesn't understand exactly what you're talking about. Right now, I'm going to put this up on See It Now so you can see. It's absolutely enormous. It looks like a damn dinosaur. Massive iguana caught is the title I'm putting for this. And you can check it out just like everybody else over on the See It Now section of the News Junkie app. That's available for you. A great screenshot. Bam! There you go. Check it out on thenewsjunkie.com in the See It Now section. But they got it. They got it. Everything's under control. A lot of people on chat suggesting if it's an iguana this big, it was probably somebody's pet before.
Yeah.
Oh,
that could be the case. But I will tell you, having been a lot of times to Fort Lauderdale, to like the FAU campus area, a little bit north of Fort Lauderdale, where FAU is, they have a ton of these big iguanas. Anywhere from Lake Worth is where you start to see them in Florida.
That big, though, in the wild?
In Lake Worth.
That big? At my parents' house, without a doubt.
I can tell you, even in Lake Worth, there's a couple of neighborhoods on the lakes where they have iguanas that are not quite that big, but maybe 2 feet long or longer. They're very, very big. And the further south you get, the more there's big collections of them.
I mean, I think any bigger, and that whole thing's not freezing during the winter.
Yeah, it could be the case, yeah. Somebody says, Sean, don't put it up on See It Now. It's only 8 years old. It's an iguana. The iguana can go up, all right? The 9-year-old kid, not so much. He's not going up. Not in this case. Tell us what you think. What would you do? And would you or have you eaten one of these? And just confirm to me that they're gross.
I thought they were trying to call you out on the story being old. It was a little kid, yeah.
Yeah, I referred to the young guy from earlier. But there you go. That was in Daytona Beach, Florida, where this all went down. I will stand by the take always that if we don't eat it as humans, it is probably gross or underwhelming, or it's incredibly, incredibly difficult to catch or prepare in a way where it's worthwhile. That's the case with a lot of things. It should be the case with more things. Like, people should say no to crab. Crab
oh,
is
my
like
God. Okay, now you're being ridiculous,
such
dude.
little bang for your buck. It's like...
You have eaten the wrong crab, because there are some snow crab legs that have sent me to a beautiful resting coma after eating plenty.
How many? How many legs do you have to eat?
A cluster?
You got to eat a whole, but not even one cluster is going to be enough.
Would you say
Every
the
time
same
I've done
for an appetizer that you love? A bag of chips?
No, because it's not an appetizer. It's a protein. So it would be like your entree protein with something else maybe on the side. Not even. Sometimes I think people just eat the crab legs, right?
Yeah.
Like they would just get like a big thing of crab legs. It's just, you're doing all this work. You're trying to crack them open and split them and cutting your fingers, and it just isn't worth the work, I think.
For you.
Case. I'm not saying it doesn't taste good. I think it's not worth the work. And yes, for me, I mean, other people are going to do it. I'm not suggesting that some of these things aren't eaten by people. I'm saying the reason why it's not widespread and as common as, say, beef or chicken or whatever fish we eat most often is because of those reasons. It's because of the reasons that I stated. I just think that's the case. And to C-Lane's point, it is true that it's like regional. So if you look at another country, I'll just pick a country out of thin air. Like if I said Japan. There you go. Nailed it. If I said Japan, you would have a completely different setup than you would in the United States of America, because they have different things around them. But they've tried a bunch of them, and they'll show you what the good ones and the bad ones are there, too, if you want to listen. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from you. Known Badger says, Sean, I bet an eagle is delicious. No shot. We're Americans. Even if the eagle is the national bird, I think we're still going to be like, nah, I'll eat the hell out of that if they were delicious. That's how you know they're not good. That's how I know these peacocks going around my neighborhood aren't good. Because if people get desperate enough, at some point in time, they would eat the peacock.
There was a dude in South Florida that just got in trouble for eating peacocks.
I'll get him on the horn. We'll see if it was good. I can't believe that it would be. But we'll hear from you. A lot of your dispatches are coming in now. We'll get to that. We got a flag controversy. I'll make that make sense. A 58-year-old joining professional sports, and everything that Luigi Mangione has been receiving behind bars. And some of this stuff is kind of wild, but we'll tell you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Gentlemen, everyone bring in their favorite piece of meat tomorrow, and collectively, all four of us will spank the meats with our seasoning.
They won't care if
we do it. Yes, they will.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The roadways have cooled down for the most part. You won't be running into any trouble over St. John's River Bridge on I-4. It's just going to be some familiar delays through that amusement park area. There's some slowdown southbound on Florida's Turnpike before Consulate Drive due to an accident off to the shoulder. Getting cleared up there, but if you do see traffic...
Florida West Fallujah Emergency. HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
You know, here in Florida, living around the area where there's a lot of coastlines, hurricane season is something to worry about every year. This
Hang tight.
Been a relatively quiet one.
Breaking news.
The right storm hits, and it has that right path right through you. You can find yourself in a very uncomfortable or very expensive situation, especially if you're stuck for a few days without power.
Breaking news.
Battery backup from Solar Installers of Florida. You'll be much more comfortable. Your lights will be on. Your fridge and AC will be nice and cold because Solar Installers of Florida will design a solar system built for Florida homes. complete with that battery backup storage, meaning lower bills all year long.
All right, we got some news breaking right now that we will talk about when we come back. I'll reveal that in just a couple of minutes.
Your home keeps running. Don't wait until another storm is on the radar. Call Solar.
By the way, nothing about that was a hot take. For those of you who were saying that was a hot take, that was a right down the middle meatball take that we eat the things that are good already.
Culinary artistry and artisan cocktails at Harry's Poolside Bar and Grill at Rosen Center. Indulge in masterpiece dishes by Chef Tellaluna and artisan cocktails by
Zebra is really good? No, it's not. It's not, nor is horse. And by the way, one of the reasons we don't eat horse is because the horses were more valuable to us in other ways than it was to kill them and eat the meat.
Hey, I've got something you're going to love. You know Mahama rice, right? For generations, it's been America's favorite rice. And now they've made it even easier to enjoy. Picture this. Microwavable pouches of rice.
Why is he saying breaking news like the Island Boys? Do not critique how I say breaking news. Do not critique anything that I do on this show, or you will be instantly banned. Got to Latte Market? Not an H Mart fan?
Are you serious?
2 minutes and we're coming back with some breaking news.
Just use Upside. What's Upside? Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, maybe I can get money back just for buying gas.
And horse is too tough, it's got too much muscle? True. You don't want that.
Now pull over so you can download Upside.
Crazy Drunk Cat Lady says, when you eat meat, you eat the young animals, less than a year old, usually not the old animals.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RAIN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill up. You can cash out
It's why gorilla would taste terrible as well. They're pure muscle. But there's got to be like some parts of that gorilla, like a gorilla glute, you know, from just like sitting gorilla style all day long. Kev says the shutdown continues. It does. The government is shut down 15 days and running now.
Making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal.
So far, it hasn't affected my life at all.
Vaccines are a key part.
Has the government shutdown affected your life in any way so far?
Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need.
Now,
Schedule in minutes.
in November, things are really going to tighten up, I think, for some of these Democratic holdouts because SNAP benefits come into question. And if you don't sign on to the deal and people don't get their SNAP benefits, well, they're going to start getting mad. And I don't know who they're going to blame, but I think they might blame the people who are not voting for the funding to pass. And who want to pile on a bunch of other stuff. First time I tried duck was in the Middle East. Oh, duck is good. Duck is good.
I'll put you up now, all right?
The Asians eat duck like crazy.
Your brain. I'm David Eagleman, and this season on Inner Cosmos, we'll uncover how politics, AI, and the future of our species all emerge from our brains. Why does time stretch? Why does nostalgia ache? How do memory glitches, culture, and technology shape who we are? If you're ready to discover more about yourself and understand the world around you, open your free iHeartRadio app, search Inner Cosmos, and listen now.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Cash. C-A-S-H. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or two or four. You're listening.
Is the news junkie, and such It is a show for you to enjoy, hopefully, and learn more about at thenewsjunkie.com. Go to the website, join us with your thoughts, record a video or audio dispatch. That's the messages that you send in. We play back on the show in almost real time over at thenewsjunkie.com. Some news just coming in, and this didn't look good. I'll have to be honest with you. This was not a good look. Mitch McConnell, who, remember, he glitched that one time. He's up there in age, and he's definitely had some health issues, one might say. He did the thing where he was at the press conference, and Mitch McConnell was kind of talking, and then all of a sudden he, froze up and started staring at the camera, and then somebody had to pull him away. Well, they were walking him by, some of these reporters, and I don't know what they're asking him about. Oh, they're screaming stuff about ICE. Do you support ICE working people off the streets and kidnapping them? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever the reporter's shouting at him. They're shouting stuff about ICE over to McConnell, and he's walking by, and here's what happened. All right, here he goes.
My name is Stella. I want to ask, do you support ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them?
Oh, down he goes. McConnell is on the ground. He went down. I hope this lady didn't trip. I don't think she did. She's actually very soft-spoken, this lady. It's like the nicest interruption I've heard. Excuse me? I was wondering about the ICE people who are arresting these. She's very calm. I don't mind her demeanor, but she was right behind Mitch McConnell. Is she only calm because Mitch McConnell, is old? Mitch McConnell? Well, I might be. Yeah. She's in front of him on the side. She didn't trip him, no. But he took a tumble and he hit the ground. Oh, get him back up. All right, he's back up. Whoa, wait, whoa. What did he say? Did he say dude? He said something, and then he looked at the camera like his world was rocked right there. Let me go back to this. Dude. I don't know what he said. I don't either. Dude. All right, there he goes. Now he's back to walking again. They're holding him through the hallways. Folks, Let this guy retire. Yeah, I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. We should all see these people just decrepit wandering around the Capitol and go,
but if he doesn't want to retire, you can't force him to retire.
Yeah,
we've seen this before. All right.
Yeah, you can.
Show me.
Yeah. All you have to do is
Kamala Harris to come through?
No, thank God. All you have to do is push through some laws about the age limits on these people in Congress. And you won't have these people wandering through that are in this shape. And I think that's a pretty popular thing, actually.
I am not saying I'm opposed to it. I'm saying that I cannot see someone sitting Mitch down and he's going to finally say, okay, yeah, I agree. Maybe I should just sit in a rocking chair for the next 10 years.
He's not going to vote for it because otherwise he would just leave. But what will happen is eventually the ages will shift down, and when more of the younger people are in Congress, then they'll have enough votes to go all right, enough's enough. We want you out of here by the time you're retirement age or maybe a little after. But beyond 70 years old, I don't know that we need some of these folks. And this is not to say that if you're 70 years old or older, you're not sharp with it, smarter than anybody else out there, right? It is to say that eventually things do end up going a little bit downhill like this. And Mitch McConnell probably needs to retire. I think it would be good for him. You tell us what you think. He did survive that. He's okay. He is not injured as best I can tell, but they hauled him off. But just walking through the hallways, he's got an officer, a law enforcement officer, who's got his arm around McConnell's arm and is carrying him along. That doesn't seem right. It seems like we need people who are a bit younger. Give us your thoughts. What do you think? Maybe you say, no, I like McConnell because he's old. I haven't heard that from anybody else, but maybe that's your take. Fire that off. Send it over on thenewsjunkie.com or send an email to tips, at thenewsjunkie.com. Lots of those emails rolling in. Somebody is saying the iguana, you talked about a rogue iguana getting caught. I did. That's up on See It Now on the website. And Bill says, these are outside my office right now in Boca Raton. For scale, the pillars they're next to are 3 feet wide. So this is not as big as the one that was caught, the rogue iguana that was caught in the video, but it's quite big next to his office, just chilling out there right now. And it's a thing that's kind of interesting to explore in a way. What's interesting to explore for me is if you live around something, it becomes hyper normal to you. So, for instance, I live around a lot of peacocks, okay? A lot of peacocks in my neighborhood. When new people drive through the neighborhood, they will stop their cars and get out. They're like, they'll get the kids out of the car. Everybody will get their cameras out. They're all filming the peacocks wandering around the neighborhood. Eventually, you're like, stupid peacocks. You live in Australia. You probably hate kangaroos. You probably hate seeing these stupid things. They're all over the place. You've seen them too many times. You're not impressed by them anymore. Iguanas, same thing. You get some Japanese folks in town for something, and they see an iguana like this, and they're, what in the hell? What in the tropics is going on here right now? But the people who live there locally are like, it's another stupid iguana. It's another iguana in the way. You could give us your story. Send it over at thenewsjunkie.com. Another person talking about iguanas. Here's Deland Man. This says iguana explosion. I'm worried.
Hey, News Junkie crew.
Hey.
I was driving down to Miami one time, and on the way home, I was on the freeway, and I saw a big iguana sitting on the side of the road. And I was relatively new to Florida at the time, so I looked back in my rear view to get another look at it. This thing was very majestic, and it was pretty big. And then it proceeded to run out into the freeway and just get blown into a million pieces by all the traffic.
Poor guy.
And I was really affected by that for a couple of days because it was quite a scene. Iguana bits everywhere. But man, it was a good-looking creature. Anyhow, have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Wiggle, pop, pop.
Appreciate you, Delay Man. Thank you for your dispatch. That's how you can join us on the show. You got something running through your mind as we're talking about things, something you want to hear us talk about. You can always send in your thoughts, record a video or audio dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. And if that's a little much for you, I get it. I understand. Sometimes that can be one of those things where you say, like, I'm a little nervous. I don't want to do this. I don't want to send in a recording. You can send in an email, and you can always put anonymous on top if you don't want me to say your name. How do you do that? Go over to tips, T-I-P-S, at thenewsjunkie.com. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. When we return, we will. I still got to get into this American flag controversy, which is probably not what you think it's going to be. They've revealed Trump's McDonald's order. That'll just be a quick thing we'll blast by. Hackers hacked into some PA systems, and I've got the audio of what these hackers played. All of that is on the way. But when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? M. Night Shyamalan is going to put a twist on a Mattel toy while Warner Brothers be like, meet the Jetsons in live action. Hilaria Baldwin is speaking out, and not about her husband's car accident, but the car wreck that was her on Dancing with the Stars. Plus, we've got a response to Kevin Federline's claims via memoir, and it's Britney, bitch. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Thursday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, it will be a breezy day. We'll see about a 10% chance of a stray shower or two. Otherwise, we'll dry things out just in time for the weekend with pleasant temperatures. Highs will warm to right around 83 degrees for our Friday and Saturday. We'll bump up into the upper 80s by Sunday ahead of a cold front, which will bring a stray shower or two. Very isolated showers at that for Monday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency. HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its service.
It's convenient, efficient, and perfect for any backyard setup. And you can even earn up to $200.
Hello!
Florida Public Utilities wants you to know
Welcome in, everybody. The next episode is coming up momentarily. We're holding a bunch of great banger stories to go into here in a bit right after that. Second half of the show is going to be phenomenal. Phenomenal. Ghostbird says, kangaroos are like Florida deer annoyance. I don't encounter enough deer to be annoyed by them. I'm still like in that amazed phase. It's like wild rabbits when I see them. Whoa!
For over 23 years, my family's been saying it. And right now, the savings are at an all-time high. With 3 convenient
Ted says, I bought a green iguana at a meat market in Acapulco. They pull their middle front toes and tie them via a tendon over a wire for display. Had them as a pet for 15 years. Wow. One thing I've seen out there a lot that's been kind of frustrating has been this continued push on the Charlie Kirk front. This is generally coming from the right, but it's sort of a horseshoe theory thing a little bit, where there's all of this, I'm just asking questions, Candace Owens horse shit, where it's like, we're not hearing the real story. They're lying about everything. All of this is lies. They're lying about Charlie Kirk, blah, blah. Conspiracy fodder nonsense. At some point, I wonder, how shockingly different does this become than what bankrupted Alex Jones? Right? Is it fundamentally different, those two things? To be pushing forward conspiracies and stuff, which eventually are going to motivate people to like go after the family and be like, no, this is lies. The person in prison didn't actually do it. How is that fundamentally different from saying that Sandy Hook was a hoax and that the families are actors and that they're, I mean, basically you're weaponizing conspiracies against actual people and causing real world consequences and harm for them. I personally think that is absolutely disgusting.
It just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this.
1 minute, we're coming back.
Back to more of this.
Candace just hates Jews.
You'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay.
The Alex Jones lawsuit is nonsense. He spent less than an hour over 2 weeks suggesting it was a hoax. After that, he corrected anybody who suggested it was fake. I think he played in, just like these people are, to this machine, knowingly, I think, in a lot of cases, as I think is the case with a lot of these people on Charlie Kirk. They're knowingly leaning into people's desire to hear conspiracy content because they're doing this on monetized platforms. They're making money, whipping people into a frenzy. Candace Owens is literally making tens of thousands of dollars for every one of those videos she's posting. And it will come back on the families in the long run. It's gross.
EC Rewards members score up to 40% off more than 1,000 products in store and online. Head to your local Staples store. Visit staples.com to
people gotta stop this stuff.
Staples.
It's gross.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and
All right, here we go.
While supplies last. Staples, that was easy.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Hello, friends. So good to have you. Cannot wait. We are 2 weeks away from the roast event that is going down. It's an exclusive event. You're going to get a bunch of stuff just for being there. We're working on some of that now. We got exclusive magnets for everybody who comes. Just ordered some exclusive event stickers. Everybody's going to get one that's there. You're going to get a free copy of, or like digital copy of the actual special, the roast special when it comes out. So you'll be able to see that as well. And that's just the beginning. It's going to be a huge event. There are like 2 single seats left in the main area. So if we have any solo people who want to come laugh and have a party and enjoy themselves at a roast, it's a group of people where it's cool to go solo. You're going to meet some awesome friends. Do it, but grab those now at thenewsjunkie.com/roast. All right, grab them now, thenewsjunkie.com/roast. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Excuse me? I was wondering about the ICE people who are arresting these...
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode
Very polite.
with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're looking to refinance your home after you get the Halloween decorations down, maybe buy a beautiful home you can put Halloween decorations up on. Halloweens. If you're looking for like just anything you want, a business or something
We're
like
celebrating
that,
Halloween.
just go to thatmortgageguydown.com. That's where you get the process started. And he has got your back all day, every day. Thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydawn.com.
To think it was just a mere 33 years ago, 1992. This man was honored at Madison Square Garden.
Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan is right.
Oh.
1 point for C-Lane. On the stage, George Harrison, Eric Clapton, Neil Young, and others saluted Robert Dylan at Madison Square Garden. However, there was a, they're calling it highlight of the night. I can't say it was probably a highlight of her life, but Sinead O'Connor also made an appearance that day.
Yeah?
And it was shortly after she did the whole rip the Pope's picture of on Saturday Night Live.
Uh-huh.
So when she got on stage, they proceeded to do, and I'm going to try to read it as carefully as I can. Boo!
Oh.
They booed her off the stage for
That's
that
why
incident.
she was so sad.
She defiantly screamed a war chant to the unruly booing crowd. Then she left the stage and cried into Chris Christopherson's arms.
I've never tried that. When you get booed, you do a war chant. You break into the war chant. Honestly, I wouldn't even know where to start, but it's a good move.
War.
Can I do one of those New Zealand, like, one of the New Zealand haka things? That's more elaborate, though. I don't even know where to start with that.
Start with sticking your tongue out, looking crazy in the eyes. That's not how it goes, I'm pretty sure. Speaking of the Pope, he's not getting his picture ripped up, but he is ripping baseball fans.
Oh.
I sent the clip over to you.
Okay, hang on.
If you could give it a little pull.
All right, yeah, the Popester. I had this up already. Yeah.
Very loyal to God, and he is very loyal to Chicago. Hit it.
Big crowd out there.
Yeah. Exactly. So if you didn't hear it, someone had shouted at him.
They said, "Go Cubs!" Right? Hang on, I'll try to boost that. Is right at that moment there. So he heard him. They said, "Go Cubs!"
And then he forgot. The whole thing goes, well, they lost.
Gotcha.
Han perdido. They lost. They lost in Spanish. The Cubs did indeed lose to the Brewers in the NLDS. 2 points. Say it if you know what that stands for.
National League Divisional Series.
You have it right there on the computer, don't you?
I do not. I assure you could look at my computer if you
Isn't it
want.
crazy to think that at the Vatican, the Pope's like, we're going to need to have the MLB package so I can watch the Cubbies.
Also, just give me a second. I got to wrap up this homily because I've got a lot of money in the Hard Rock app for the White Sox. He's a White Sox fan, by the way.
You know, you'd be surprised. I see this stuff all the time. Like, I saw a story this morning that the governor of Illinois was listing all of his earnings, and he listed $1.5 million in gambling winnings last year.
Hot damn.
I'm like, this guy's the governor. He's just, what's he betting on? That's a lot of money to be pulling in.
Good for him.
People love it. And since we're in the realm, someone did the math, the calculations. You asked for it. I don't think so, but here we have it. So there have been 2 Chiefs games since this little lady,
Taylor Swift,
released The Life of a Showgirl, which included a song. Has she confirmed that it's dedicated to Travis Kelce's penis?
I think it's,
it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So it begs the question, obviously, that Travis, is he playing better ever since? So a fan did the math, and Jason Kelce revealed the stats on the latest episode of their New Heights podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, before the release of the song about his penis, 4 games, 15 catches, 188 yards, 1 touchdown. After the penis song, 2 games, 13 catches, 139 yards, and 1 touchdown.
What?
So he's performing better because of the song?
Like slightly better, I guess. I don't know if it's because of the song necessarily, but
how old is he?
Him?
Is he 30s? He's in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
She just turned what, 34, 35?
Yeah. I mean, I
think he's
asked
a little
because
bit older.
I saw Aaron Rodgers walking out onto the football field this week, and I was like, that guy
looks like he got the nutrients sucked out of him.
I mean, the problem is he's in his 40s now, and you got new players coming in that are like half of your age. It's got to be weird to connect with some of these people on your team.
Kelce is 36. Aaron Rodgers is 41.
That's 41 is obviously way worse because 22-year-olds are coming in.
Right, but there are some 41-year-old athletes that still can keep up and look buff and
no, it's not about
whatever
that. It's
they're
like
doing.
It's about like camaraderie with these people.
Like,
if they're
what are you
not
guys going to
looking
talk
at you,
about?
yeah, if you're in the locker room and they're not respecting you as like an elder and they like look up to you for advice and stuff, then it must be weird.
Well, then put them in timeout. That's what you do with everyone that's younger than you, right?
Sure.
Britney Spears is not putting Kevin in timeout, but she's certainly responding, reacting to Kevin Federline's new interview ahead of the release of You Thought You Knew. Promoting the new book, he did mention, we talked about this earlier this week, that at one point he would see Britney Spears standing over their sleeping children with knives in her hands.
Seems bad.
He wishes she would get help. He is scared to have the conversation with his kids one day because their mother has passed. And I am kind of just summing all that up. That's not the direct quote here. But Britney has clapped back. She says the constant gaslighting from ex-husband is extremely hurtful and exhausting. I've always pleaded and screamed to have a life with my boys. Relationships with teenage boys is complex. I have felt demoralized by the situation. I've always asked and almost begged for them to be a part of my life. I thought there was a small moment earlier this
45 minutes, apparently.
That's it, just 45 minutes.
That's what was said in one of the stories I saw, that she had seen her sons for 45 minutes in like the last
5 years, and the other
5 years.
With only 4 visits in the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have pride too. From now on, I will let them know I am available.
Do you think they go over there like, ooh?
Because I remember her posting videos.
I can't imagine how I would feel if that was my mom.
No.
I can't imagine how I would feel or what I would do or what my reaction would be or, I mean, I would want to think that I would, like, as a child, try to help my mom out and fix what I could. But if people don't want to get help, I don't know what you can do.
Yeah, this is life. On the boob tube, if you don't want to address any family issues, then you got TV. Thursday night football, baby. The Bengals and the Steelers. I'm going to go Steelers. I'm not sure why.
I got to set my lineup.
I don't know anybody on either team, so I'll go for the Steelers.
The second season premiere of George and Mandy's First Marriage. Who's George and Mandy?
I'm going to go Mandy.
My God.
I'm going to go George.
This is the first marriage for them. It's so good.
Fifth season premiere of Ghost. Watch What Happens Live. The Graham Norton Show. NCIS. Tony and Ziva. I'm going to go with Ziva. Third season premiere of The Diplomat, and you can catch Mariah Carey on Fallon. Follow your dreams of me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, we're going to hear from you. You will join us on the show. Also, there is a Republican congressman who was doing a Zoom call. He's doing like a Zoom interview thing. And people on the Zoom call were like, hey, what's up with that flag behind you? And he looks back, and there's an American flag behind him. It all wasn't well with this American flag. And now there's been a huge explosion in like where this flag came from. It's a rabbit hole that we need to go down. And we'll touch on this. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks are in the Motor City to take on the Kings of the North Detroit Lions on Monday Night Football. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Traffic stop and go on the beach line due to an accident. The left lane's blocked eastbound before Innovation Way off to the shoulder on Florida's Turnpike. A disabled truck's getting cleared up southbound before Consulate Drive. That's causing some slowdowns as well. On Osceola Parkway westbound before Old Dixie Highway, the right lane's blocked. On I-4, you're going to run into some slowdowns getting through that amusement park area. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll share the story of the mountain man who opened up the American West, Jedediah Smith. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
The holidays are upon us, my friends, and that means if you're looking for a new appliance before said holidays, it's time to start shopping. But instead of trying to figure out where you're going to go and probably risk getting a terrible deal, just go over to Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. These are my friends, and they will be yours, I promise. From the best deals, hello! That you will too. So visit southeaststeel.net for more information, or visit them in downtown Orlando.
When we come back,
at Southeast Steel,
another one of these town hall meetings where people were offended by like content at the kids' school or whatever, and to protest, the women decided to start stripping down. That seems to be spreading as a tactic. I've got the video of this happening again. This time it wasn't just one woman, it was two women involved. So we'll see what happened there. Also, somebody emails. Kelly says, pay for See It Now? For those of you who don't know, the website update just went up. She's like, I was trying to get the video of the iguana. Everything on See It Now, you could see the visuals in the main feed, but some of the extra information moving forward will be only for Secret Show subscribers. Now here's the kicker. In the next update, I'm going to make it so the developers put a 48-hour window on these. And they are all unlocked for 48 hours. So if you're watching live or listening live or streaming live, you can get the links and the content from See It Now as much as you want nonstop. You can see all of that stuff. After 48 hours, it goes into archive mode, and only people who are Secret Show subscribers get full access to all of that. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Sean Patrick's Day. Shout out coming your way when we return, buddy. Thank you. I need to start going to town halls and make sure I have some singles. Sorry, Poros. I'm going to make it so it's the best of both worlds. So everybody will be able to have access to this, but the newest features and the archive stuff will only be for Secret Show subscribers. The website is incredibly expensive. Development on the website continues to be expensive. Secret Shows is expensive. So that's why your support helps so much. And the beautiful thing is, I'll let you in on a little something here. The future plan for the last part of the website, which is coming up at the end of the year, it will be some improvements on stuff, a couple additional features. It will be a final fix on the web recorder so the dispatch quality goes way up to professional quality. And then the final thing is video on demand shows. Okay? Video on demand specials will be featured on the homepage. For example, the first one will be the roast of me, and then there'll be various other ones. I'm going to do specials for all sorts of fun things. We'll probably have 2 to 3 of them over the course of each year would be my guess. Every special will be available by audio or video. If you're an annual video subscriber to Secret Shows, you will get access to all of that content as it comes in. If you're an annual audio subscriber to Secret Shows, you will get access to all of that content moving forward. So that's your benefit for all of this stuff. Is there a Secret Show tonight? Yes. It's going to be probably 7:45 because Josh Fowler is on the Jim Colbert show after us. We got to wait for him to get from the station to here. Show us your books?
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway? Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert. Download the free Upside.
By the way, if you have a moment, hit the like button over on the stream. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
To get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank, you can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use.
Next, we'll see Sean selling his new powder supplement and Survivor gear. Cannot wait, baby. Got to finally make this profitable. The only thing that's happening here is there will be a lot of content on the website that is for Secret Show subscribers because those people should be rewarded. I'm the one who pays for all of this, and Secret Shows is the best way to support all the stuff that I build. I want to reward all of those people, okay? That's number one. Number two is everybody else can watch stuff. If you want to get the roast, for those of you who go to the roast, it's going to be free for you, no matter what. But for those of you who don't want to subscribe but still want to watch the roast or one of these other like specials, behind the scenes specials, how we put together the show every day, all of that stuff, that will be available for people if they want it, or if you're an annual subscriber, you'll get it for free. So subscribe.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
And for those of you who do, thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you. More content coming your way. More content coming your way.
Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the
All right, we go.
Exclusions apply. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free? Never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Real Radio 104.1.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos.
Very strange American flag, in air quotes, controversy. What's happening? I'll let you know. We'll get you all in on that here in just a moment on the show. Couple of notes, though. One, the website update is now official. It's pushed out. It's live. It's ready to go. There are lots of new features. There's a completely reworked See It Now for you. I'm going to do better about posting everything from reviews to all of the stuff that's mentioned that's visual. I will in real time put it up on the show for you. There's a new display for this. There's new types of See It Now posts. There's link See It Now posts. There's review posts. There's all sorts of stuff. So say if we talk about Death in Apartment 603, you'll be able to go back to See It Now. You'll be able to see what it was and a blurb about it and reviews and all of that stuff. All of it for those of you who are over on See It Now. And I think that's a great update. There's also a brand new media player for Secret Show subscribers, and it also is being used for, the video dispatches that are out there on the website. It will continue to be a thing that Secret Show's subscribers will have additional access to all sorts of features. And that is the case with the new See It Now. And that will be the case for a lot of stuff moving forward because I got to pay for all this somehow. It's very expensive, all this development work. And I pay for all of this out of my pocket because to me, it's the future of the show. And that's why I've done this over the years. But if you want to go over and support that, would be greatly welcomed. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, learn about Secret Shows. We're doing one live tonight. I want to thank Sean Patrick's Day for the one gifted sub that was already claimed over there on the website. Thank you for that. You can spread the word and gift those subs over on thenewsjunkie.com. All of that is appreciated. Check out the update, and there's more on the way. Now, to this story, I think Sealand acknowledged that he had heard about this controversy, at least, that this popped up out there for you somewhere.
I've seen the picture
on this. Oh, you've seen the picture? I'm sure it's in this report that I have here. So we'll talk about it, and we'll get it up on that very See It Now that I just mentioned. But right now, it says an investigation has been launched after there was a Republican by the name of Dave Taylor from Ohio and one of his aides by the name of Angelo. Dave Taylor's aide, Angelo, was on a Zoom call, and people were like, hey, what's up with the flag behind you, dude? And if you look at the flag, it's pretty clear there's a swastika in the flag, right? Like the flag behind him definitely has a swastika in it. And they go, why is that going on right now?
It's in the stripes of the flag. And then like in the middle of the stripes stop striping, start swastikaing, and then continue on to stripes.
But it's kind of clear when you see it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a swastika in this American flag here.
It's actually... Yeah, extremely clear. We know
even in the background, like even behind him in the Zoom, you're like, "What?" First, you're like, "Something's not right," and then you're like, "Oh, I see what's happening in that American flag."
That's strange.
So then they were like, "Why?" Obviously, why is there a swastika in your American flag behind you? And his office has said that somebody planted this there.
Whoa!
And there's an investigation underway now to see what happened here.
And he didn't notice it.
That's what they're suggesting. Let's figure this out together. Hang on. Let's learn. Here is the story from one of the local affiliates. This is this is WBNS Channel 10 talking about this. Let's see what we can learn.
New at 11, Ohio Congressman Dave Taylor says Capitol Police are investigating how a hate symbol ended up in his D.C. office. Congressman Taylor is a Republican who serves District 2, which represents Pickaway, Ross, Pike, and Hocking counties.
Beautiful part.
He says, quote, I am aware of an image that appears to depict a vile and deeply inappropriate symbol near an employee in my office.
He says the content of that image does not reflect the value or standards of this office, my staff, and I condemn it in the strongest terms. Does he go on to talk about, like, because they said there is an investigation ongoing. So he must be saying that he thinks somebody planted it there. I'll bring this up because I want to show this on See It Now for everybody, but I'll bring up Dave.
I don't notice that. Someone planted it, and you go to walk into your office. I mean, wouldn't you, Sean, walking into the studio, notice something different like that? Look at his background. Now, mind you, I think when we were doing the show from your house, I had planted... Oh, it didn't even make the cut. Yeah, I had planted something, and you saw it immediately and tossed it.
It depends on where it was. You could absolutely, if you got into my studio, put something offensive up somewhere and I wouldn't notice because I don't like closely look at, there's a lot of stuff to look at in here. I don't closely look at all the things. However, this guy was on a Zoom and it was right in his background. I feel like if I start a Zoom, I'm at least going to look at my background and see like, okay, how's everything looking?
It kind of pops out.
It's pretty visible. Like you clearly see that there's an American flag and then there's an American flag that has a swastika in it. And to me, it stands out pretty sharply. But also, this guy's just rocking an American swastika flag in his office.
I mean, you would think someone that works there, walks on by, unless that door's closed all the time, would say something in advance.
Let me see here. Okay, I'm going to put Dave Taylor flag up on this so everybody can inspect it for themselves and see what you think. And I'll link to this over on the newsjunkie.com and the See It Now section. Hang on tight. Here it goes. All right, now that's up. You can check it out on the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com while we talk about this. But he says, I'm aware of this, and upon learning of this matter, I immediately directed a thorough investigation alongside Capitol Police, which remains ongoing. Now, in the Capitol, if somebody went in and like hung this up, do you think they have cameras in their offices? You think they're watching them?
I think some of them would probably not prefer cameras in the office.
I don't think they do in the office. In the shared spaces and hallways, I bet there's lots of cameras. So you would have to show like somebody who you didn't recognize or somebody who like worked for another congressperson who was trying to shame you like this, putting that in your office. There's only two ways this goes. One is a congressman had a swastika American flag in their office. And if that's the case, shame on them. That's horrific. That's terrible.
And are there multiple steps to buy that, or is that available for shipping next day?
I would not know. I don't know where you would grab that, but I do know that you have that option of somebody putting this up there on purpose in their office and maybe they support it or whatever. And the other option is that somebody busted into their office and put it up there to shame them and get out this whole like Nazi thing that people obsess over. And I don't know which one of those is true. Nobody at this point really knows what's true. Save for the people in that office. If you work in that office, you probably know exactly what's going on right now. But the Capitol Police will figure this out. And I'll tell you, it doesn't work out the way you think all the time. There's a story, Sealand, see if you could find this. One of the people at the Capitol, they were trying to delay a vote one time. And they said, I couldn't make it to the vote because of there was a fire alarm going off. And there was footage of them like either pulling the fire alarm or like, involved with somebody who pulled the fire alarm. And they pulled up the security footage and busted this congressperson, even though they
Jamal
had suggested.
Bowman?
Yeah. What was the details on that? It's loose for me, so I don't know.
The
exactly
House voted Thursday to censure Democratic Representative Jamal Bowman of New York for falsely pulling a fire alarm in a Capitol Hill office building earlier this year, which led to a misdemeanor charge. So
he pulled the fire alarm to stop the vote and delay the vote, and then lied about it. And then when everybody was like, well, we'll have the Capitol Police do an investigation, he's like, yes, do it. Do the investigation. It's going to show that I'm telling the truth. But it didn't. It showed that he was lying the whole time and that he had completely made all of this stuff up.
September 30th, 2023, House Democrats were attempting to delay a vote on a bill that would avoid a government shutdown. Bowman pulled a fire alarm in the Cannon House office building. And, poor guy, his Wikipedia page has the picture of him pulling the fire alarm next to this little paragraph.
You got to get rid of that, man.
His action caused the building to be evacuated for an hour and a half. He initially claimed he had set off the alarm by accident, telling reporters he thought the alarm would open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, he was lying about this is what happened. But I don't know who's lying and who's not lying in the case of this guy, Dave Taylor. I bet they'll find out, though. There was somebody else that not long ago, there was a gay dude in Washington who filmed a sex video and it leaked out or they posted it online. And then the Capitol Police did like a big investigation and through all the security footage, they're like, here's the guy who filmed the porn in the Capitol. This person did it. They tend to find out what happened here. I've seen if there's any other defense. Now, people might say, well, clearly he didn't do it and he wasn't responsible for this flag because he's calling for an investigation. He doesn't really have much of a choice. Even if he did put it there, he would have an issue. There's no, okay, it says, I'm aware of this, blah, blah, blah. There's an investigation going on. Politico also posted. I'm trying to see if there's any new info. Capitol Police called to investigate swastika in GOP congressional office. It should have been just obvious to anybody who walked by this what was going on there, because when you see the flag, you instantly see that something is wrong with it.
Okay, so just let's say the Capitol Police find out that some staffer, as a joke, prank, or maybe as a way of trying to sully this guy's name, put that there, printed it out, maybe bought it, just snuck in there and tacked it up real quick.
For reference, it's like a little, I don't even know what that material is, but it's a flag that you could wave, but it's not like a traditional flag. It's a very small handheld flag.
Yeah. What would be the outcome here? Has anything illegal happened?
I don't know. I think it might just be sort of a prank, and then it would be revealed, who had tampered with this. But they'll find out something. We'll see what they come up with. And if it's that this guy had this there himself, it's quite a ballsy move.
All you had to do was blur that background.
Yeah, it didn't work out in this case. So I'll follow that and see what the updates are as that rolls on. Okay, there's that. Very quickly, I told you they've now revealed, not that this is important in any way, but they've revealed, and it's quite controversial, what Trump actually orders from McDonald's when he goes to McDonald's.
Why is it controversial?
Well, you'll see. You'll see it. I cannot support this in any way. But this is allegedly the truth. Trump loves McDonald's fries. He's not alone in that. They're fantastic fries. It's why they're sold so many of them. They know what they're doing. They've got a couple things perfected. They've got the quarter pounder, in my opinion, perfected. I think it's fantastic. The fries, perfected. Nuggets, perfected.
Yep.
They know what they're doing on these things.
I agree.
And what's their breakfast? The
breakfast burrito?
No, the breakfast sandwich, the one that's like the most
Sausage
McMuffin. The Egg McMuffin, that one. I think is pretty
sausage, no sausage.
Solid. You can get them both ways, but like the sausage Egg McMuffin, the traditional one, that's like the default one. I think that one's just nailed. But Trump goes for the fries like everybody else does, and then they said he gets a filet of fish.
I knew it.
And a Big Mac, and combines them.
He does the.
That's like an air and sea, isn't it?
It's land and sea.
The land and sea.
I think you got to put a chicken patty on there or to be air, land, and sea.
They said Trump takes the filet of fish and puts it with the burger and makes like a Frankenburger and eats that. Mixing fish with meat is not. That's not
fast food fish is still something for me. I know other people like it.
Love it. Love it.
But you mix both of those, I mean, you're just clogging those arteries, no?
It's bad. That's a lot of fried, and that's
I can
a lot
feel it
of.
in my heart just saying the words.
Just one thing on its own should be good, but I guess he does an air and land. No, wait, did I get that right? A land and sea.
Land and sea.
A land and sea, which is when you
like
do
you
the
kind of want to
concoction.
throw some air in there.
Well, because there's an air, land, and sea, I think, right?
Yeah, the air has a chicken patty because chickens have wings.
I've heard of that before. You get these Frankenstein versions of this stuff. There you go. Let us know what you think if you've tried that out. It sounds pretty disgusting to me. Meanwhile, here is a story out of Maine. It happened again, everybody. It happened again. I'll have to get some shots of this for See It Now, so you could take a look in just a moment here. We had a story like this before, and apparently this is becoming a trend, where people go to these city council meetings, and we had one where a woman started stripping.
All right.
She started stripping during the city council hearing, and she was protesting some of the stuff that's in like kids' schools, and now somebody else has done it. Somebody has done it again, and this time I think 2 women started stripping during the city council meeting.
All right.
These city council meetings are usually the most boring affairs ever, and now I don't know how we've gotten to this point, but this is where we are. These are 2 ladies that walk in as this gentleman is speaking in Maine, and they begin to strip down as some form of protest. Perhaps we'll learn more about what they're protesting.
There she goes.
I heard that. Let me pop up the volume a little bit on this.
Pop up the volume.
And I'll pump it and pop it, and maybe you can hear it a little better. All right, there she goes. She's taking off her shirt.
You guys became zeros.
Another woman's up.
Point of order.
Oh, see, I knew it was going to get louder like that. They're now upset because these women have taken their tops off.
I mean, go back a little bit, though. That
right
ain't
here.
it's not really a sexy bra. I'd liken that to a crop top.
They didn't get all the way. Not here. Maybe they get further. This was
Point
like,
of order. We've asked that we use.
Oh, so wait.
What?
They're covered. You feel uncomfortable? Because that's what these young girls feel like when a boy walks into the locker room and starts unchanging in front of them. Yeah, you feel uncomfortable, right? Feel uncomfortable, huh?
Who is that?
That's his buddy, and he said, hey, listen, I'm going to have the girls take off their tops, make people uncomfortable, but I need you to be all the way in the back and woo.
I thought it was just somebody else that didn't know them and just like, oh, here we go. Woo,
Keep going. Keep going. So the women took their shirts off, and then they said, oh, this makes us uncomfortable. Or they just said point of order. And then the point is like, oh, if this makes you uncomfortable, now you know how our kids feel when this stuff happens.
That's what these young girls feel like every time a young boy changes in front of them.
Well, now they just popped up viewer discretion advised on the city council hearing, which I don't think happens too much.
You can look at me like that all you want. That's exactly how they feel. And you, Miss Muffy, oh, well, I don't know if I stand with girls.
Oh, now they're taking off the bottoms over here. Unless they're redressing. I don't know what stage we're at but right now, but they are taking off their pants.
With my, with the... So you don't care how young girls feel? You don't care about the safety of young kids? What about what happened in Virginia with that boy that raped a young girl in a bathroom, then got sent to another school and did it again? What are we going to do when that happens here?
This is what these things have turned into. Everything is like a freaking show now. Everything is like, we got to put on a display, baby. That's what's happening.
Losing our window to complain about the quality of the video and audio coming through.
No, that's pretty good, actually.
But they're going to be like, we're not spending any more money if everyone's going to come here and try to get their viral TikTok done.
That is from, by the way, Augusta, Maine, which is, as you know, the capital of the state of Maine. And let's see, Strip Protest Maine. I'll put this up on See It Now so you can take a look at this when you get a chance. This is the new thing. This is what these folks are starting to do at these protests. They think it gets more attention. It probably does. Anytime you ratchet things up a little more like that, the visual is up for you over on thenewsjunkie.com in the See It Now section. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, hackers get a hold of PA systems at not one, not two, not three, but 4 different major airports. In fact, that's leading to a dramatic segment when we come back this week in airport drama. And boy, is there some airport drama to be had. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is The Jim Colbert Show. It's like a live podcast that happens every afternoon on your radio. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Northbound and southbound lanes of 1792 at Ham Brown Road. All lanes are blocked there. It's stop and go westbound on I-4 before the beach line due to an accident. And there's a crash blocking the left lane, slowing things down on the beach line eastbound before Innovation Way. Move over and slow down if you see emergency crews or police activity on the roadways. And if you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency. HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services...
Hello! Folks! What do you guys think? I want to get your gut on this. Do you think that Republican congressman's office, do you think they had that up there, or was it planted? Planted, yes, or planted, no? Because we're going to figure this out, I think. I think we're going to get a definitive answer on what actually happened here. Was it planted, yes, or planted, no? See you later, Zach. See you tomorrow.
Planted yes or planted no? Because I think we're going to figure this out. I find it hard to believe that somebody would be so tone deaf and ridiculous that they would put up a flag like that in their congressional offices, knowing that there would be cameras and stuff around, and knowing it would be, in fact, the end of their political career. That seems to be hard to believe, but I don't know. I don't know. Planted, yes. And now he has a bit of a conscience. It's not like it was hidden. I feel like I would have spotted that the moment I walked back into the room. Well, that's why either it was just there on purpose or somebody added it after. Nobody noticed until, after the video. It looked like a regular flag that somebody in the office made into a swastika with whiteout and red Sharpie, probably because they thought it was funny or they were bored. It's another option. I would still consider that, AJ, as it would be his congressional office to blame, not planted if that was the case. Planted, yes, says Zephys.
To say yes to flexible payments. Yes to getting what you want. Yes to approving 90% of
Bootsy says, did you see the woman who jumped from the Disney resort and died? Yeah. I didn't want to do that story. I got a couple emails and stuff about it. It just seemed too miserable to me. You know what I mean? I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I tend to try to weed out the really miserable stuff. I try to weave stuff in so it's not all politics all the time. I try to weed out the miserable stuff. And I just felt so bad for this person. I feel so bad for somebody who's going through that in their life, and then you're at a Disney resort by yourself and she just jumped to her death and they just heard something and saw the body. It's terrible. Yeah, it's a contemporary. It just sucks. It sucks. It sucks for the family. I don't know. There's a portion of this that gets me heated up. It gets me heated up. I don't have enough time to go into this in depth, but there's a level that I have of compassion for the family and for the person who did this, but also the Contemporary is a very busy hotel on Disney property with a lot of little kids. And the idea that you would choose that place to publicly jump off and kill yourself where kids would probably discover you, I don't like that, to say the very least, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? I resent that. I resent that this person did that. All right, we're coming back. Here we go.
Trick or Treat Radio, just for the kids. Plus, explore curated Halloween playlists perfect for party vibes and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Halloween, and listen now.
iHeartRadio. Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reeswindows.com.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the
Shutdown day 15 for those of you who care, which is probably not too many people yet. It's interesting, when things like this happen, you realize, at least if you're me, I go, well, the government has been shut down for 2 weeks and I have been affected in zero ways so far. Zero ways so far. But for a lot of people next month who are on SNAP, the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, like food stamps basically, that could be an issue. They might start losing their access to these SNAP benefits and the ability to purchase food with food stamps in the month of November, if it gets to that, which will certainly ratchet up the heat for some of the politicians resisting ending this whole government shutdown. But right now it continues. People were pushing about this on chat, and I did get an email about this, so I just want to very briefly mention this, just because I think it's an important message to get out. Somebody emailed last night after the story started to go viral, and I didn't really want to cover it, and I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's just sad, about this woman who went to one of the Disney resorts, I think the Contemporary in this case, and she ended up taking her own life. And somebody, this person, M, emailed about it and said, hey, did you see this? I'm a podcast listener, not sure if you talked about this woman who committed suicide at Disney's Contemporary Hotel. She was missing from her home in Illinois, flew to Orlando without notice. Here's a link to the story. And I did see that, M. And my problem is a couple of things. One, I feel so bad for the family of this person. I can't imagine the hurt that you're going through when somebody takes their own life that you love and care about like this. It's got to be brutal. This person just disappeared. You didn't know where they were. They loved Disney, and they ended up going to this resort and then taking their own life. On the other hand, and I say this sometimes on the show, and I'm mostly trolling, but I do indeed say this with all due respect, considering the circumstances. The idea that you're going to off yourself and you choose an incredibly public hotel that you know is likely going to be occupied by families and kids as the scene to do it, it's a messed up thing to do. It's a messed up thing to do. Taking your own life is one thing, and I hope nobody who's listening ever does that or thinks about it or struggles with it or anything like that. But in the case that you do, the idea that you give so little care that you go to a family place where little kids are probably going to be wandering around and swan dive off the ropes, that's a messed up thing to do. I hesitate to go too much deeper than that because I hate that the family lost this person, and it absolutely sucks. But
it's awful.
there's like, somebody says she was only 31. Yeah, I mean, it's brutal. But don't do it that way. Don't do it at all. Don't do it at all, right? Get some help. Talk to somebody. But definitely don't do it that way.
I mean, you have now, I don't know, it's such a weird topic, but I mean, that's trauma for anyone who witnessed it, especially children. That will be vivid in their heads for decades to come.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell this story and then we'll get past this and on to some other stuff so we don't dwell on this too long. Kind of didn't want to bring it up because it's a downer, but it is what it is. I think all of us saw this. Sabrina Sealand, I think you guys saw this. There was a person, unfortunately, it was in a situation where in the center of downtown, they were in a building and they, leapt off the building on purpose. And there was a photo of them that people were taking and sending around at the time. And that is one of the things that stuck with me because I was like, I know this area. I know what's going on. There's a person's body. I'm a grown-ass adult, and I've seen deranged things. I worked, and I still do to a certain extent, in the underbelly world of things, in the muck, all right? I'm in the mud slinging it every day. But still, I don't want to see that, I know. And I know little kids aren't prepared for that. Just something to think about. All right, let's see here. Another email. Anonymous emails the show talking about the story we did yesterday in Jury Duty where the court ruled that a school could say that a student was not allowed to wear a Let's Go Brandon shirt because that wasn't protected by freedom of speech, which to me, I was like, duh, obviously a school can institute a dress code. And if I was a school instituting a dress code, I would say no politics, none. Don't want any politics on any of your shirts, kids. I don't want any extra reasons for you guys to fight each other.
I don't remember any politics being in the dress code when I was in school, but definitely you weren't allowed to have any beer shirts.
Right. Yeah, there was at the time Big Dog shirts were popular and they were like no Big Dog shirts.
Why? What's wrong with Big Dog?
Because there would be filthy elements of them or Big Johnson. Remember Big Johnson shirts? Or
I did have some shirts that had questionable sayings on them.
Oh God.
I mean, I got one from Goodwill. I'm sorry, from ThinkPad, who found it at Goodwill.
Same thing. Yeah.
And it was like a race, like even like a small town race. It was like best 30 seconds you've ever had.
Yeah.
And then this is the charity on the backside.
This was the one, and it's similar to what you're saying. There was a phenomenon at the time called Big Johnson shirts.
Okay, I want that. I want it so bad. I want to make it a crop top.
It says Johnson drivers, and it's got a very buxom woman and these two golfer nerds. And it says it's easy to reach the hole when you're stroking with a Big Johnson, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Another one, this was Big Johnson's Pig Farm. It's the other white meat, and it's a bunch of women flashing and stuff. There were all of these shirts at the time. My dad loved them. He was like, "Oh, those are funny shirts." He would never wear one, but he loved them. And the school said you couldn't wear those, and that's obvious. That makes sense. You shouldn't have sexualized content of the kids at school. All Day Yucker says, "Liquor up front, poker in the rear." Yes, that was another Big Johnson shirt. I remember these. They said you couldn't wear them. I wouldn't, if I was the principal, want kids wearing political shirts, sexualized content, anything like that. Just wear regular stuff. Anyhow, back to Anonymous, who says, I would say I'm pretty liberal. Also, I didn't get the whole Let's Go Brandon thing, something about a NASCAR event or whatever. It was when the crowd was saying F Joe Biden at a NASCAR event, and the reporters said, I think they're saying, let's go Brandon. And Brandon was like the name of one of the racers. They weren't saying that. Apparently that phrase went viral as a political thing. Again, whatever. I went to humor. What if the kid had a friend named Brandon, not far-fetched, and wore this shirt ironically for his friend? Maybe he had a big test and it was rooting for him. I think it would be hysterical. Probably not, but I try to see the humor. Think C-Lane would think it's funny from that point of view, says Anonymous. Love ya. I don't know if C-Lane thinks that funny, but now it's out there, at least in the world. So
well,
thank
C-Lane,
you for
you think that funny or no?
That is humorous.
Mildly humorous is all you've got.
I don't know. Now I'm just thinking of Sean's weapons shirt. Like,
yeah, I can't believe I almost got in trouble for that, man. I was just trying to be a good boy, following the rules. It turns out some of my shirts, and I've worn stuff before there that is worse than that to the theme parks. But,
I have a whole drawer full of shirts that I love very much, and I'm like, I can never wear you in public without getting in trouble.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You think of the kind of person who wears the weapons shirt, or sorry, the kind of person who would want to bring weapons to a theme park. Would they wear the weapons shirt? You would think they wouldn't wear the weapons shirt if they were trying to bring weapons into the theme park.
You're making it a little too obvious.
However, if they did that, if they did have the weapons and wore the weapons shirt, you would probably, as a security team, go, we missed the biggest sign, like the biggest, most
red flag, crazy,
most apparent red flag, foreshadowing, whatever you'd want to call it, was just right there in front of us.
All right, let's listen in. 4 different airports in North America were hacked, and there was a message played over the loudspeaker.
Wait. I thought you said this was going to be like a segment here.
I did say it was going to be the airport thing, didn't I?
This weekend airport drama. This weekend airport drama. Rip up your boarding pass and feed it to your mama for this weekend airport drama.
All right, that's coming up next. We'll do that next. We'll do that before jury duty. This weekend airport drama. That's catchy, man. That might get stuck a little bit. I'll play the audio for you of hackers taking over at 4 different airports and what the audio said. And I got some more stories about drama at the airport in This Week in Airport Drama before jury duty. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Magic close out the preseason tonight, hosting the Pelicans. The Magic trying to go a perfect 4-0 in exhibition play. The regular season starts Wednesday against the Heat. NFL news, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa apologized for Sunday's post-game comments when he criticized teammates for being late to meetings. College football, another practice day for UCF. They try to snap a 3-game skid Saturday when they host West Virginia. I'm Matt McCoy.
Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of an iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
Want a big green egg? For the lowest price anywhere, go to Wassy's Meat Market. They'll deliver and set up your big green egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave.
Hello.
You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
My testosterone is back, baby. Thanks to Red Mountain Weight Loss. Man, it was really low.
All right.
I called Red Mountain Weight Loss. I got my testosterone.
This week in airport drama coming up next. The legendary segment that no one can stop talking about. In other news, Hamas continues to execute people that they are saying are traitors or people who are causing strife in the Gaza Strip. They've publicly executed a handful of people. Trump initially said Hamas has got to do what they got to do to retain control for the moment. And now he's kind of backing off on that, saying if they don't stop it, they'll go in and kill the Hamas people. So we'll see what happens. Hello? How are you?
Hey. I'm going to go out.
Out? Where are you going?
Party.
You're going to party?
It's martini hour.
You're not going to get a martini right now.
Yeah. Right.
No, you're not. I just said you're not.
BOGO.
You're not getting a BOGO martini.
Okay, 3 BOGO martinis.
Mr. Predicto, can Courtney get a martini right now?
Yes.
No, it said no. It said no. No. It said no. It said get back here.
And it really works. I've actually made around 200 bucks. Text me if you need anything.
Okay. Bye. So Hamas people are killing the corrupted Hamas people? They're killing people that Hamas is stating are causing strife in the Gaza Strip. Very hard to figure out much more than that. It's kind of a low-level thing, but people are looking for anything to go wrong in this peace process to make news. So far, it seems like things are moving in the right direction. Hamas was slow rolling on releasing some of the bodies, and Israel was like, you better hurry up or we're going to get back to it. And Hamas gave the bodies up yesterday, and we're locating some others. So it seems like maybe this might be headed in a good direction. But there are still some bumps, some issues. Courtney has to fight for a right to party? Apparently. I mean, what the hell is this? In the middle of the day, she'll be drinking alcohol. How about rating a PTA meeting? Now with 200% more boobs. 3 minutes and we're coming back. Hey Wayne, how are you? Hey Marla. And Tanya, how are you? Sean, thanks again for gifting that sub. You got the alert, I'm sure, as to who grabbed it. I saw somebody claimed it pretty quick.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive...
It's a secret show night. Get started, Sean. I can't do that. I'll be a disaster. I had that one day, maybe 2 months ago, where scheduling conflicts pushed secret shows late. And Courtney said, you want to go grab like a drink or two beforehand? I said, sure. So because we were waiting and I had finished up work for the day at like 6:30, we went and had a drink or two. And then when I came back and had a shot for secret shows, that's the one where it was too much. By the end, I was like, oh, wheels are falling off. Can't do that.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder.
Steven says, sorry I'm late, guys. How is the Junkieverse today? It's great as it always is. Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need.
When we come back, this week in airport drama.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Studio audience for secret shows tonight? Not tonight, but soon. soon. And I'm thinking about potentially doing some secret shows specials, as we discussed earlier. The special world is really something that we can expand on, and I'm excited to do. We've got a lot of people like Forrest who are just brilliant at video. I now am getting better and better and better at editing, even though I'm still at the beginning phases. I want this to be a thing moving forward, and I think we can make some awesome content. So that will be coming soon to thenewsjunkie.com. Stand by. Stand by. This week in airport drama.
Report phishing and update your software on all your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft, guaranteed or your money back. So stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK. Terms do apply.
The free iHeartRadio app.
Live radio, 24/7 news, live sports,
And your favorite podcasts.
a pure connection to what moves you.
The best part, it's all free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone. The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
Today's not just any day, it's your lucky day. Staples Easy Deal Days are extended now through October 18th. Easy Rewards members score up to 40% off more than 1,000 products in-store and online. Head to your local Staples store or visit staples.com to save while supplies last. Staples, that was easy.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This
Before that, This Week in Airport drama as promised and then almost not delivered and then rescued at the last minute by C-Lane. That is coming up in just a moment here on the show. This Week in Airport drama brought to you by me and, of course, the roast, which is coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This roast is going down, the most exclusive event of the year. We have a beautiful room. You are going to be, a lot of you, either dressed up fancy or dressed up in a costume. The only rules are you can't have your face completely covered. They got to verify you and your age and stuff. And you can't have fake weapons. Otherwise, dressed up in a costume or wear something fancy. I'm going full suit. I might do like a little costume element with it. Ooh. We're all like working out what we're going to do behind the scenes for this
face
event.
Or book on your face?
I'll go further than that, I think. Mostly I'm just going to try to dress it up for the event. And little accoutrements will bring the
For
Halloween.
you, that's costume enough.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, in a way, it will be me in a costume. But the event is coming up real soon. Go check it out. thenewsjunkie.com/roast. thenewsjunkie.com/roast. Right now, it's time for This Week in Airport Drama.
This week in airport drama. This week in airport drama. Rip up your boarding pass and feed it to your llama for this week in airport drama.
Yeah. Stay by the dump button. This could
Ready
lose
to
us
go.
our broadcast license. This could lose us. I believe I've got a portion of the video that I can play that doesn't have any curse words because somebody hacked these 4 airports in North America and started blasting messages over their loudspeakers. And I'll tell you what it says, even with the censored part, but this is just past the curse words.
Turkish hacker Cyber Islam is here. Telegramational Cyber Islam. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
All right, so it said Turkish hacker something and then free Palestine. It also says F Benjamin Netanyahu. That's the prime minister of Israel, if you didn't know. And F Trump is in this message. And the actual, the F word uncensored is blasted out inside all of these airports that somehow they got a hold of. The FAA is working with authorities to get to the bottom of this.
Hey, guys, I mean, how is it so easy for them to do this?
I don't know. I mean, I would have to think, I don't know enough about this. I was going to say I would have to think if somebody was going to hack a conference speaker system like that, they might have to be there physically. But I'm thinking of like in a Target where you grab the phone and you know the code and you're like, hey.
But the way it sounded, that was pre-recorded for sure.
Maybe this was connected to the internet in some way and they found some security loophole and that's how they were able to play this message at like 4 different airports in the U.S. before they finally got it all stopped everywhere. That was that. And the other story for this week in airport drama, this is an update on something we talked about. Hang on, let me get this going. We mentioned how there was a video, and the video was from, was it Noem? I think it was Noem. In the Trump administration.
Yeah, Kristi Noem.
Kristi Noem, and it was about the Homeland Security Secretary. She was talking about the government shutdown and blaming Democrats for it. And some of the airports didn't want to play the videos. They either like had people who were political on the board and they were like, we don't want to play this, or they were like, no, this is partisan content. We don't want to play like partisan political stuff on the TVs at the airport.
Some of them claimed that they either didn't have, because I think the aim was to play the videos at TSA. And some of the airports claim they either didn't have the screens to do that, or that the screens that they had were for trying to get people through TSA in a reasonable fashion and using them for rules and instructions, directions, all kinds of stuff like that.
I feel like the airport should be bipartisan, considering everyone that's moving through it.
I agree. I think most people do. I think the vast majority of people have said we shouldn't have political partisan stuff at the airport.
The only point being is that, some of them were straight up like, no, we're not playing partisan stuff on our thing. And some of them were like, well, we don't really have the resources.
Well, on that front, C-Lane, take a look at this. This is at one of these airports. This is at Dallas's airport, I think. Let me just double check and I'll bring this back up. No, DTW Airport, which is, Detroit Metropolitan Airport. They have a sign up that says, attention, the views expressed in this TSA-controlled video do not represent the views of the Wayne County Airport Authority. The Wayne County Airport Authority does not engage in partisan politics. Thank you. So they put a sign up because the TVs were there. And then they put another thing up that said, the Wayne County Airport Authority has requested the TSA stop playing the video from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem addressing federal funding. WCAA does not operate the checkpoint monitors, which are located in TSA leased space. The TSA did not seek approval to play the message. So they're basically saying, like, we don't have control over the TVs, like you said. And, it's going to play that message. And they don't want people to freak out, so they put out some of these warnings at these different airports.
That's what a difference between someone got control of it. That's obviously neither the government and the airport authority in that first clip, and then the second one is like, we have nothing to do with it. It's gonna
that's from the airport itself in Detroit, but I don't know what they're talking about.
What do you mean?
When you go to check in your baggage, are there screens playing stuff?
There are usually screens, and the screens they're not usually playing like moving content with sound. Usually not a thing either.
I'm used to CNN or weather on the TVs.
That's when you're at the gate though.
Yeah.
Like you're at the the bar at the gate, and they just have
TSA. All I know is everyone's screaming to get your IDs out.
Yeah.
Right. So the screens at TSA would be telling you, hey, here are the things that you need to have out. Here are the things that you need to throw away. Like, you make sure that your
isn't that
water...
kind of important?
Exactly. That's what some of the airports were arguing, like, hey, it's much more important for the screen space that we have to be used to tell passengers what lanes to go in, what they need to have out, what they... the amount of liquids they're allowed to have, all the stuff that they're constantly just barking at you anyway.
Yeah, I think that seems dumb. But that's what they're doing at some of these airports. And that's it for this week at Airport Drama.
This week in Airport Drama. Yeah. This week in Airport Drama. Rip up your boarding pass and feed it to your mama for this week in Airport Drama.
Man, there you go. All right, here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Mo DeWitt is the best. He's ready to help you out after an accident. Your family members, your friends, anybody who gets into a crash, it's time for them to do the right thing and protect themselves. You've been hurt. You need to make sure the insurance company is paying up so that yourself, your family, and your future are protected. Those are the key things in your life. Yourself, your family, and your future. Make sure you do the right thing after an accident. 800 DeWitt Law, 800 call Mo. 800 call Mo. Or justcallmo.com. Now, I have some things about what people are sending Luigi Mangione behind bars, including a lot of money that they sent him. I have a story about a naked man that should have been shot. But we'll start with the real news right now, because it's going to be the lawsuit of the century. It's going to be the ultimate smackdown lawsuit, because it's on. Smuckers is suing Trader Joe's for stealing Uncrustables.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing? Trader Joe's, they call them crustless peanut butter and strawberry jam sandwiches. Trader Joe's does.
I mean, but wow.
That's the same thing, isn't it? As an Uncrustable?
I mean,
that
it
sounds
looks
like
the same, but are they suing? They didn't use the same name, so they have a patent on taking off a crust?
They might. If they do, that's a big one. That's a big one.
I think it would be on the recipe, maybe the process. They look similar in as much as they're crimped at the end.
Yeah, but you could say the same for an empanada.
I wouldn't really confuse these, though, even though they are very similar. I wouldn't say, like, I'm buying an Uncrustable right now. I'm fooled by this. I would think I'm buying Trader Joe's version of an Uncrustable.
Well, what's the charge? Trademark
violation. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't think that the argument is that one is being confused over the other. I think they're like, hey, we invented Uncrustables. We made them, and you're trying to make them now and make money off our thing.
Oh my God, crazy. Smuckers has a trademark for, quote, a round pie-like shape with distinct peripheral undulated crimping.
Interesting. How long does that last?
I don't know. A trademark for round pie-like shaped food with distinct peripheral undulated crimping. That means like the little fork marks all the way around. Yeah.
And for its boxes that show said sandwich with a bite taken out. Which I think if you scroll up, look at the box.
Oh, it's got a bite taken out. Yeah, because you can't really advertise this if you don't show people, hey, you bite into it, you get a peanut butter and jam sandwich
Trader
going
Joe's
on
in
here.
that case, yeah, should have known better. How are people still getting sued for stuff that they could easily look up?
They're in trouble. They've been sued for a lot of stuff, though, Trader Joe's. They have Oreos.
Not for that buck chuck, I'll tell you what.
They have Oreos that they call JoJo's. Okay. Terrible name. They have Cheerios, which they call Jo-O's. And they have Pringles, which, clever girl, they call saddle potato chips.
Now,
because they look like the shape of a saddle.
Saddle potato crisps aside, have they been sued for the three of these, or these are all may have traded too close to Joe this time?
Yeah, they said they didn't say that they've been sued for those necessarily, but they do have a lot of knockoffs.
So they just have a bunch of stuff like the description of this crustless peanut butter strawberry jam sandwiches is like what you would see at Spirit Halloween, because they don't own the trademark, so they can't be like the Uncrustables costume. This is the crustless peanut butter strawberry jam sandwich costume.
Yeah, but it looks so close to the packaging.
It's got the crimps.
Like, it could have been avoided, possibly.
It could have been avoided if they didn't put the crimps. And if
so you're supposed to take the crust off, Sean.
That's the point. That's why they got that sweet-ass trademark on this. Who's going to win? I think Smuckers might be the victor here. We'll see what you think, those of you who are fans.
I'll go with the underdog.
The Uncrustables. I'm sure the Trader Joe's ones are good. Trader Joe's is good.
My son is a very big fan of the Uncrustable.
Is he?
I feel bad for crusts. Everyone hates crusts.
Yeah, it turned out that people wanted them this way. I'm very put off by the idea of doing this with other things, because Smuckers is kind of out of control, and they think now that what you're going to do is you're going to put one of these in your kid's lunch, and it's going to be cold to start, but then it's going to heat up by lunchtime. And they're trying to do this with like ham and cheese sandwiches and stuff. that is not as good. I think that's weird. But this world is.
What are you saying? That like
I don't want the nice cold ham and cheese sandwich to just like sit there and slow warm before your lunch, and it feels like stuff is happening there.
Like bacteria party.
I've heard of the kids. They take them and they put them in their back pockets, like by their butt. So it warms them up and gets
fart.
And they're blasting right through. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Tell us your thoughts on all of this and so much more. I'll get to the other stories that I talked about in jury duty. We'll work those in, and we'll work in your feedback, your responses to the show so far today. What do you have on your mind? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All northbound and southbound lanes are blocked on Orange Blossom Trail or 1792 at Ham Brown Road. We got crews on the roadways there. A crash is slowing things down on the Beach Line eastbound before Innovation Way. The left lane's blocked. You're going to start running into some familiar delays on I-4. There's some slowdowns between Dr. Phillips and through that amusement park area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency. HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Get ready to rock at the City of Tavares 7th Annual Rocktoberfest, a free concert this Saturday at Wooten Park with multi-platinum recording artist Hinder. Saturday. More info at TavaresFL.gov.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2. Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty.
Get ready to crank it up. Oktoberfest is taking over Orlando Harley-Davidson October 16th through the 19th. 4 days of nonstop action, daily entertainment, live music, and kicking it off with a free hog roast. You can cool off at the Bikini Bike Wash, vendors throughout the parking lot, and roll into the largest new and pre-owned inventory in the state of Florida. The music's loud, the food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the throttle is wide open. Get all the details at OrlandoHarley.com. We'll see you at Hogtoberfest 2025, October 16th through the 19th, right off I-4. We're ready. Are you?
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for Eustace Roofing. No question, Halloween is scary. Not even half as scary as a leaky roof, though. This Halloween, Eustace Roofing has a scary good deal with their Spooktacular Savings Event. $1,500 off your roof replacement. Quality products and craftsmanship for over 65 years. These guys serve all of Central Florida, and they are metal roofing experts. Schedule your free estimate today at EustaceRoofing.com and take advantage of their Spooktacular Savings Event. Terms and conditions apply. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices.
Coming back live.
Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday magic!
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. CREDIT. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
at thenewsjunkie.com. A new update pushed to the website. And let me know if you have any issues with that. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Should be pretty smooth sailing as for now. A new video player on the website with this update for everybody watching any kind of video content, video dispatches, or video secret shows. And also a brand new See It Now rollout with lots more features over there on the website. So check it out when you get a chance. Or next time there's something you want to see on See It Now. Speaking of that, there is a story that grabbed my attention. I don't like this one bit. It freaks me out. And I have to ask, I mean, I'll ask C-Lane. He might know about this, I guess. Austin often jokes with me about this because Austin's kind of a jack of all trades. He's helped me build up the studio quite a bit. He is very good with audio cables and technology and
he's
video
a real
equipment.
jack.
He's all of those things. He's great, right? But he also will go, hey, you guys are doing a hurricane broadcast. Let me drop off a 12-hour backup battery for you. And then when he drops it off, he goes, hopefully this doesn't catch fire. And I go, well, why?
Because he was ahead of the game and he got it around the time that all the other ones were catching on fire.
Why are you saying this? Like, is this a big risk?
Well, because there's a second half to the term jack of all trades.
Yeah, I guess we've stumbled upon that now. And now I saw this. I don't know if you guys watched this yet. It's so insane to me. There's these people just left their battery downstairs at their house, and the dog started playing with the battery. And I thought, are we only just like one moment away from our houses burning down like this? The dog is playing with the battery. The battery catches fire, right? It starts off with the dog just sitting there. Dog's playing with the battery. The battery catches fire.
That. It looks like that's insane.
The dog freaks out and runs upstairs because now
fire off the bat.
There's a full-fledged fire raging on the carpet downstairs in the living room in this house. Couple of things come to mind. Number one, great carpet fire-wise. It is not spreading nearly as fast as I anticipated that it would on this carpet. Number two, are we close to grave danger at any moment with this?
Yes.
Batteries just are going to explode?
Short answer. I mean, they have, and they being the, I don't know, experts, you see it all the time, but you forget, is like, check those external batteries. Like, some of them will start to swell and you don't even realize it. Like, I have a bug out bag.
Is there anything I could do? Is it like cheap ones blow up and regular ones don't?
Cheap ones blow up, or if they're, considering the temperature and where they're being stored, if they're dropped too hard, something inside starts to happen. And then on top of it, if there was a human at that moment, and once again, shout out to that rug, it's not you can't just throw water on it.
No.
Like, that's a particular type of flame that needs a particular type of fire extinguisher. So I still have my hoverboard from back in the day before Joshua Fowler got it banned from the building.
Those have caught on fire before too, right?
Many a times. And I cannot find the charger anywhere, but I did find one.
Mm-hmm.
And I stare at it every day. I'm like, I want to charge you. I really do. But I have to also make sure that everything is ready just in case this blows up.
You don't want this. You don't want to go downstairs and see what I'm looking at right here. That is bad.
I think if you look at the power specifications on the hoverboard and you match it up with the right charger.
Yeah, but what if that's a crap lithium battery? Man, I bought it almost 12 years ago.
Yeah, what makes it happen, though, Seelan? Is it because the dog was playing with this and your dog chews on it and that makes it explode?
I think it's very rare for batteries to just do that thing. However, if the dog was playing with it like a toy and the dog was licking it a lot and chewing on it and then chewing and then licking some more and then getting saliva inside it, it might have shorted something out and caused the battery to go berserk.
Yeah, that is freaky, man.
And if that
it makes me
battery
worried.
was anywhere else in that house, this would be a completely different video.
Yeah, I would have thought, like, looking at the rug, it's a very, like, furry-looking rug, but the rug somehow held this fire in and their house didn't burn to the ground, which is an absolute miracle that it didn't. I put that up on See It Now. Go check it out on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, there's that. Now I have some other things that are left over from jury duty, including what Luigi Mangione, the guy who in cold blood seems to have killed the healthcare CEO and planned this whole thing out. He's now behind bars. What are people saying to him? We'll talk about that. But first, there is a man in the news for having a little bit too much fun, you might say. He terrorized the neighborhood. The neighbors weren't thrilled, to put it lightly, with what this guy was up to. I'm going to try to bring up this story here from WFLA.
Come on.
They said he's lucky that we didn't wake up. And the homeowners are suggesting, this is Florida, pal. We'd have shot your ass here. Because he was naked, terrorizing the neighborhood. Here's WFLA talking about this.
Multiple homes in Pinellas Park, naked. And now neighbors are obviously on edge. The late-night rampage happened on 97th Circle North in Pinellas Park. The man damaged homes, cars, and left neighbors shaken. News Channel 8's George MacArthur joins us live from Pinellas Park. I can understand why they're shaken up a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Josh, quite a bit. Neighbors tell us not only did he terrorize the neighborhood, he committed lewd acts in the process. Neighbors say this is something they can't unsee and should never witness in an area where children live and play.
I like that. This is something you cannot unsee.
I mean, they are so shaken up with his nasty-ass body.
He was totally naked, this dude. He must have been on drugs or something. They'll tell us about this in a second. But it is amazing he didn't get shot. It is amazing that nobody shot this guy.
In this video,
there he is,
captured
naked
from a neighbor's backyard camera, shows a man walking through a backyard, exposing himself in a neighborhood in Pinellas Park.
Wow.
Asleep, and the doorbell rang. I answered the door and opened the door, and there was a guy standing here, and he was stark naked.
Buddy, why did you just open the door is the question. Why? In the middle of the night?
A white T-shirt on.
In the middle of the night, you got to at least look out, see what's going on, say something through the door. I would not personally open the door, but he did.
Police identified the man as Joshua Garrison, who neighbors say went on a rampage, causing significant damage to their homes and cars.
Threw a potted plant through my truck window and tore the lights off the front of the house.
But it doesn't end there.
He pulled this screen out.
What was this guy on?
Attempted to get the window open, we guess, and couldn't, so then he goes back here.
Neighbor Tim Reichman says the man then ran to his backyard, touched himself in a sexual manner, and then tried to break into his home.
He went into my shed, grabbed an axe, and came back onto
you them
the
boys that
back
been
porch.
whacking it in my tool shed.
With an axe.
Okay.
With an axe.
Let me color this in for you, those of you listening. This gentleman who's given this report about the naked guy being in his backyard, he's wearing a camouflage shirt. He has a very nice hat on.
Is that a Chiquita banana hat?
No.
That is a raccoon with a Mai Tai, I think.
Oh, my God.
And a flowery shirt on.
It's a raccoon with a Hawaiian shirt and like some mixed drink.
Hat.
I thought it was a bear, but it might be a raccoon.
No, that's a raccoon for sure.
Yeah, this is a raccoon chilling Jimmy Buffett style. This guy's usually chill when there's not naked people in his backyard.
We don't know why he didn't use it.
Reichman says the man jumped over his 6-foot fence using a wood pile and even helps himself to a drink.
We see him open up the fridge, grab a bottle of beer and a can of soda. We have yard people So I leave this unlocked so they can go and get cold water and drinks out of my refrigerator.
But all right.
Which unfortunately now they're not going to be able to do that.
Oh, the new guy ruined it for
Way
him.
to go. And the news lady was like, cold one, got it.
The
Can't say
yard
beer.
people were allowed access to get water when they were working out outside or doing the work on his yard, which is very nice of him to do, actually.
And now they thirst.
I don't do that. Now they're just going to be out there dying because this lunatic got all hopped up on goofballs or whatever.
Or put an outside fridge.
And he was popping up there in their backyard naked. And he's lucky he's not dead.
I am
shot him.
so curious what he
What he's on? It doesn't
to
say
do
here.
that. Because there's one thing to
23.
be naked and you're like, I'm free and everyone, I love you, man. But he got naked and destroyed stuff.
Yeah, 23-year-old Joshua Garrison. Josh, ring us up, buddy, or hit us up, tipstothenewsjunkie.com. What were you on? And finally, the guy who killed the healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, killed in New York City in December of 2024. The shooter is quite obvious to most people who aren't nutjobsonreddit.com that it was Luigi Mangione. He wasn't at your house that day. He was on the streets and hunting after this healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. And he killed the guy because he disagreed with his strategies. And he's now been sent a lot of stuff behind bars. He's got some fans. Luigi Mangione has been lavished with $40,000 by people in his commissary account. $40,000. Former prisoners. Is that like set for life in prison money? 40 grand in your commissary?
I thought stuff was a lot more expensive.
Nutella is $4.90.
Yeah.
A sausage is $2. A block of Velveeta cheese is $3.70.
How big
Think of
that
all
block?
the blocks. You could build a little Velveeta mansion if you wanted to. But they also said a lot of people sent him some very lustful letters. He gets hundreds of erotic letters every single day from lustful female fans, this says.
If he were to miraculously beat this charge and get released, do you keep your commissary money?
Good question. I
Get
don't
a check.
know.
Put that on the Mo list.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
you
think
get
it
that or
would be in
not.
his best interest to give it to his prison buddies.
Well, but they can't take it from you because it's not theirs. It would be your money, I guess. It's kind of a weird one. But yeah, let's ask Mo what the hell happens with all of that. And we'll hear from you as well, because that's what we do around here. You can join us with a dispatch. That's what we call it. But it's really just a video or audio message from you with whatever is on your mind at any given time. If you don't want to send that in, boy, that kind of sucks. I'd rather you do it. But if you'd like to email, you can email anytime. It's tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll get into this 58-year-old that is trying to get into the world of sports. Quite old to get in the world of sports, but he's going to do it nonetheless. Another politician busted, or people in the political world busted for some hateful stuff. What did they do this time? And we got your feedback coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law.
Live read, and then I'll be hanging out with you. You're still going to run into some slow live read, then we're hanging out.
3-3.
That accident on the beach line eastbound before Innovation Way, that's been cleared up, although you're still going to run into some slowdowns there. Heading through the city, it's stop and go eastbound approaching Princeton Street. There's a crash blocking the left lane on 1792 southbound at Ham Brown Road. All lanes are blocked. Northbound lanes are getting by, though. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Your new Dell PC with Intel Core Ultra helps you handle a lot when your holiday to-dos get to be a lot. Like organizing holiday shopping, responding to requests, and customers requesting custom things. Luckily, the Dell PC helps you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside. Get yours at Dell.com/deals.
All right, let me explain how this works. A lot of times when something breaks around the house, what I'll do is I'll go, hey, the greatest shortcut ever is I'm going to fix this myself. Next thing you know, I'm trying to install some Nest thermostat and wires are sparking everywhere and the lights go out across the house and through the neighborhood. These are the kind of outcomes I tend to have, which is why when something breaks around my house, I call the best people I can. Mills Air is the absolute greatest company if you have any problems with your AC. So if my question to you is, do you have a problem with the AC in your house? Your answer is yes. I'm telling you, call Mills Air today. They'll be out there fast. They have awesome techs who are going to explain everything to you from top to bottom. It's what they do every day, all day long. And they're good at talking to people, all right? They're nice people, and they know what they're doing. They're also very fair. So if you have a problem with your AC, this is why you call Mills Air. Do it now. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hello? Stand by. I got to cue up some audio, folks. You understand, don't you? I know you do. This goes on for a while. That intro is about 30 seconds too long. How's this? Better. Okay. Last one. That'll do. That'll do.
And I gotta tell you, when your testosterone's right, you feel a lot better. You don't feel sluggish anymore. You don't feel like you're unfocused. You don't have problems in the bedroom. Things are better. The truth is, men today have 20% less testosterone than their dads did. So this is a solution by calling Red Mountain Weight Loss. It's a prescription, and it's prescription strength testosterone that you only can get from somebody like Red Mountain Weight Loss. And it's awesome talking to the people, and they make it so
Leon Mills, like the live read. What a guy. What a dude. What a business owner. What an American. Guys, if you have any problems with your AC, you go to Mills Air. You hear us talking about things from these companies. One of the best ways to support what's happening on this show each day is to just support the companies you hear.
or just dial #250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain. It's Red Mountain.
So we're talking about a lawsuit between Michael Jordan and NASCAR. I don't know who's right and wrong in that, but I tend to like Michael Jordan. Also, I think Michael Jordan is trying to open up the world. Of course, he's got his own reasons, money being one of them. He's trying to open up the world of NASCAR to more black fans, which is a great idea. Just demographically speaking, that's a fantastic idea. I don't know what percentage of NASCAR fans are black, but I would guess less than their representation in the overall population of the United States. I would guess less than 12%. So if NASCAR could boost those numbers, it's good. You got black businesses coming in with Michael Jordan and some of these other folks, even Bubba Wallace, opening up that world. That's good. Eventually, in a just world, we'll get some white people into the NBA too. SS is tonight, yes. Secret show's tonight, 7:45. Where? Yeah, you know what? I gotta build a page on the site that shows like, here's exactly how to watch Secret Shows live. For now, know that Secret Shows streams live on the Discord. Find the link for the News Junkie Discord on thenewsjunkie.com. Sean was a big John Stockton fan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Duncan and Gunkin, as they said. Emotes incoming. I know, I hear your complaints about the emotes. I promise you, Twitch and YouTube, for YouTube members, the few people who rock that, I love you. The emotes are stale. We got to figure out what you want, which is the problem, and I haven't had a lot of time to put to that. Unfortunately, today I got to finish editing my video, and then I'm posting a video, and then we got Secret Shows. But soon, emotes soon. I promise, I'm doing my best. All right? There we go.
We'll uncover how politics, AI, and the future of our species all emerge from our brains. Why does time stretch? Why does nostalgia ache? How do memory glitches, culture, and technology shape who we are? If you're ready to discover more about yourself and understand the world around you, open your free iHeartRadio app, search Inner Cosmos, and listen now.
Reese Impact Windows are guaranteed for life and transferable when you sell. ReeseWindows.com.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. CREDIT. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is the...
on this show, but wait till you hear about what's happening in these two stories. They are just around the corner, plus your dispatches. That's how you get your feedback on the show at thenewsjunkie.com. Politics. You gotta hate it, right? Most people, I find, if politics is a big part of your personality, you're probably obnoxious. Like, if the things I think about when I think about you, if like the word trauma comes up or the word politics come up, I'm like, okay, probably some red flags going off here. And this is true for these folks in these two stories here. One of them on the heels of the young Republicans yesterday who were involved in that big Politico text chat scandal where they were posting a bunch of edgelord stuff that was terrible. Now you have the Democratic Party at a farmer's market in Wisconsin, everybody. The Wisconsin Democratic Party, they are taking some heat. They've been booted out of the farmer's market after this whole scandal broke out.
All places, come on.
I didn't even know you could get booted out of the farmer's market unless you were selling some like bootleg DVDs or something, but they did get booted out. It says the Democratic Party is fielding criticism after some Oshkosh, Wisconsin farmers market goers said a party volunteer handed out hate speech materials. That's what they say. It's hate speech. I mean, it's literally wishing death on somebody, which isn't appropriate in any scenario. They did a small town report on this. Let's see what we can get from it.
Oshkosh are criticizing the Winnebago County Democratic Party.
It comes after some at this past weekend's farmers market say a party volunteer handed out hate speech materials. Fox 11's Tony Langfellow explains the concerns and brings us balanced news coverage.
Tony's bringing us the balanced news
coverage. It's hate speech.
Coverage.
I mean, it's literally wishing death on somebody, which isn't appropriate in any scenario.
Katie Neubauer says she and her family were enjoying their Saturday morning at the Oshkosh Farmers Market this past weekend.
Seems like a nice
things
place.
Took a turn, she says, when her 8-year-old child was handed a bracelet from a member of the Winnebago County Democratic Party's booth.
All right, so her 8-year-old child is walking around, and I guess somebody gives the child a bracelet. I'm seeing the booth that they have here at the farmers market. and it says F Elon and the felon. Okay, a little edgy, but I get it. I see where you're going. One says America. Well, no, does it say America? Yeah, America, and it's courage, freedom, diversity, rights, kindness, justice, equality. And then whatever bracelets that they had, they handed to this little kid.
The guy behind the tent table said, "Hey, give this to your mom. She's going to really want this." And one of the children comes running up, gives us the bracelet, and we're looking at it, and it literally says, "Is he dead yet?" on the bracelet.
Neubauer and the Republican Party of Winnebago County assumed this was a hate speech reference to President Donald Trump.
Oh, well, do they have an excuse? Does it mean something else? They said, the bracelet said, "Is he dead yet?" That's what the bracelet said.
Fox 11 was unable to get a photo of the bracelets. We've been working to get questions answered by the County Democratic Party. The Winnebago County Democratic Party's office is locked, and a sign says that it's closed for Columbus Day.
Oh, no such luck getting in there.
But not one picture of the bracelet.
They were giving out bracelets, they said, and the bracelet said, "Is he dead yet?" on them. It doesn't show it here in the report, but this woman says that that's what they were giving out. It says, "We've been working to get our questions answered," and the Oshkosh Farmers Market says that they have banned the group. They have banned them because they were handing out these materials from the farmers market. Just bad behavior all the way around. Let me see here. Hang on 1 second. Got to get this.
If you Google, "Is he dead yet?" Some of the first things that come up are cap, merch, shirt.
Really? Yeah. So is it a thing that they do? It's
also, "Is he dead yet?" asked Piglet. I'm going to go.
Is that Winnie the Pooh?
No, there's an... Yeah, it's with Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, and they're just talking about whether or not it's definitely the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Clearly referring to, I guess, President Trump is what they're talking about. And they were selling these bracelets or giving them away, I guess it would appear, giving them away at this farmer's market. On the other side of the coin, there was somebody who was at a Brewers game. Love me some Brewers. I am a big fan. I just can't get enough.
Brewers from where?
From Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. There was a woman who is now in trouble. She had to resign from a board because of her bad behavior. And this lady should have known better.
Did she steal some 12-year-old's puck?
No. Take a look. Can you see the lady? She should have known better. Your friends should have had a conversation with you, ma'am. Like, you have the Karen look already. They should have, like...
You know how much she paid at the salon for that. Come on.
She's got the bangs coming down. She's got the Halloween costume Karen look, this lady.
Back.
I don't know if her name is Karen, but she is now out of a job because of what she did at a baseball game. Some more bad behavior, very political people doing very dumb things.
Tonight, a confrontation caught on camera at last night's Brewers game. A woman threatens to call Immigration and Customs Enforcement on a Dodgers fan.
Very nice stuff.
Call ICE. Call ICE. Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. War veteran, baby girl. War veteran. 2 wars.
Tonight, the man recording that video speaking to 12 News. TJ Dysar leads us off outside of American Family.
So this woman was screaming out, "Call ICE, call ICE." He responded, "I'm a veteran. I'm a U.S. citizen, baby girl." They were fighting in the stands. The video was viewed over 2 million times on social media. And the bad behavior led to her resigning from a Wisconsin board for Make-A-Wish. So,
come on.
Make-A-Wish not going to be happy with that, obviously.
Also, I said puck instead of baseball, like a dummy.
What
like a big, stupid dummy.
I mean, T-Lane, we didn't respond to it at all, so I think we're all under that dumb umbrella.
I knew, but I didn't want to be mean. So I backed down. And I was still focused on my B-ball stuff. You know what I mean? Really dripping them shooters in. Or
that sounds
making it rain threes. I know that's a thing.
Also gross.
I know
one of the things they can do, yeah.
Making it rain threes. Let's go to a couple of dispatches. We've got time.
Raining threes.
We might as well. And I love to hear from you like this. So here's Mel Diva with a video dispatch. Here she is. Hang on. Video doesn't want to play for her. Hang on, Mel. We may have some problems with the update pushing out.
Crazy. She sent in a picture of her with a little rotating circle around.
That's not it. Shut up.
Good for her. Nice production value.
There is a minor issue there, but I'll get that fixed.
What if that's
very,
what
very
her
rapidly.
face looks like?
No,
How dare
it's just like, because you know what? I bet I can play it from this side. I bet I can. No, I can't. Not for a second.
You know what? I bet my new features will solve this problem.
It will eventually. Just a little bit problematic in the moment. That's fine. Let me go back over here and get to another one. This is Andrew. Andrew is oh god, Andrew's talking about politics. I don't know about that. I'll give him a shot.
Okay. Nothing was planted. It's these dumb Republicans who will do anything they want, and then when they get caught, they want to cry and blame it on somebody else. That's what happens all the time. Donald wanted to blame January 6th on Biden when Donald was freaking president when that crap happened. All the Republicans just want to put all the blame on forward thinkers, the Democrats, anyone but themselves. Just like those 3 fat freaking Republicans in the group chat. Oh, it was just locker room talk.
Okay. To believe this, right? I don't know, and you don't know yet where this flag came from that we were talking about earlier. But to believe this, you have to believe that these folks in Congress are openly displaying swastikas in their offices. Now, I know some of you who are sort of the very political types of people have half a mind or maybe even a full mind to think that is the case. But I don't. I don't think by default my gut goes to, oh, yeah, clearly in their offices in Washington, they're going to display something like this that they know would be spotted by somebody at some point in time and be something that would make them lose their jobs probably, because most normal people in the United States are repulsed by somebody having a flag with a swastika on it. So I certainly don't think we know enough about this just yet. But for you and for a lot of people in that default mode, it's like, well, yes, obviously. I shout these things in my apartment all day long, so it's obviously very true that this is the case. I think it's a stretch. I think it's a stretch to believe that would happen. If it is the case that it was that Republican and or somebody in his office, the person in his office should resign. And if it was the candidate himself or the politician himself, he should resign. But until then, let's wait and see what's going on. Let's see what they find out when they do this investigation. Could be interesting. One more thing real quick. I mentioned this earlier, so I want to fill in the gaps. The governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker her name. This guy is currently fighting back and forth with Trump because of all the ICE stuff that's happening and some of these videos coming out of Chicago. This says Governor J.B. Pritzker and his wife report $10.3 million in taxable income.
Oh,
good for you.
Hot damn.
The thing that stuck out to me was that $1.4 million in gambling winnings was coming in for the governor. It says on Wednesday, he released partial tax records showing he and his wife reported more than $10.3 million. Over how long a period of time is this, I wonder? It says, in addition, Pritzker...
Wouldn't it be a year? Wouldn't this be...
it says, but in the records his campaign released, the $10.3 million in taxable income the governor and his wife, MK, reported for 2024. So it's 10.3 mil in 2024. And in that year alone, I guess, 1 point whatever came in, 1.4 million in gambling winnings. That's a lot of money.
So now I wonder, like, was that one fat win?
Or a bunch?
It says in the New York Post that $10.7 million worth of taxable income last year, $1.4 million he won from playing blackjack in Vegas.
Yeah, this says winnings and losses. I'm looking at the Chicago Tribune. Winnings and losses from a casino during that year, and those amounts are in his tax return. So if you're going to just play blackjack, he must be a big whale of a blackjack player. That's a lot of money to win.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just winning
you got to spend
like
money to make money.
Yeah, he was at a big table.
Yeah, this is like where the people who get comped all that stuff are, if he's making that much money. Also, he's winning at the casino. Good for you. They said Pritzker's campaign every year discloses the top pages of his federal and state tax returns. And in this case, they also made $3.3 million in personal charitable donations. All right. Up from $1.65 million the year before. So they donated some to charity as well.
He's an heir to the Hyatt Hotel's family fortune.
Oh, he's rich.
He has a net worth of about $3.9 billion.
For real?
So he can do
Holy
whatever
cow.
he wants. And he's like, yeah, I'll just do the governor's stuff.
My God.
At first, Vegas.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, here's what we're going to do. Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.
Along with a stray sprinkle or two that can't be ruled out. Most of these, though, will be staying off to the east near the coast, but other...
Hello!
I'm meteorologist Jessica Dawson. This report
Folks.
is sponsored by HCA Florida West Fallujah
Hang on.
Emergency. HCA Florida West Fallujah Emergency and DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more.
Quick note.
This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital.
The note is,
This is not an urgent care
I
center.
appreciate
Its
you.
services are billed at
By the way,
hospitals.
that video dispatch is playing now, so I guess it fixed itself.
More and more of your neighbors have solar.
I gotta see if there's like a little glitch there, but the video dispatch is now working.
They have the freedom and peace of mind knowing their home is covered.
All right.
Event of an outage.
Rate the show out of 10. Rate the show out of 10. 10 out of 10 is an absolute banger. 1 out of 10 is a stinker of epic proportions.
You might be surprised.
What did we get today?
They'll work on financing options with you. They're not
8.5.
gonna sell you with a package you don't need. And combine that with the current tax credit.
8.5. C-Lane's live read's bringing it up right now.
The team maintains quality also by
He's bringing it up. 9 nude backyard stalkers out of 10. 8. Great show today. 10 out of 10. 8.7. Undulated crimpings. Very nice. Very nice.
$500 off that quote, and they'll point you in the right direction to make the switch. 407.
7 iguanas out of 10.
Find them online at solarinstallersoflorida.com.
9 today because I was paying attention all day. 0 out of 10 unless Lady gets a goddamn cheese ball. Tanya. Lady is officially 26 pounds, which is about 5 pounds overweight. We have cut out the cheese balls. I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you. I was giving her, she gets a cookie every night, and then she was getting cheese balls in the morning, and then when I have my lunch, I have pretzels, so I'll throw her like 2 pretzels. Gotta cut it out a little bit. Gotta cut it out. Steve, thank you, appreciate it. All right, I've got to get, today I learned, so we can wrap everything up. Busted. What are you doing? Put on some clothes. This is unbelievable. Get out of here. You too, lady. I'll be right back. Lady, you look skinnier already. All right. Hey, hello? There you go. There you go. Cameraman, get with it. Who's our chatter of the day?
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable. Our transplant experts are using...
Dude, if the governor of Illinois won 1.4 mil on blackjack, bro is probably a good gambler, I would guess.
We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every
Oh, I thought you knocked.
what's never been done.
Oh, okay. I do it too.
/possible.
A guy is either a good gambler or they're washing money. Maybe just a good gambler though. He's got the cash to do it, right? Hello? What? Y'all. 2 for 1. Okay? We got ours, so now you guys can enjoy as well. 2-for-1 BOGO Publix. The Screaming Sicilians, and they even come with a little mustache. Courtney puts it on sometimes. It's really very weird. Very strange. All right, chatter of the day. We're going to Twitch today. We're going to somebody who I don't know if they've ever won chatter of the day. But I often see your comments, and I think they're good. Sometimes you agree, sometimes you disagree, but you have a brain that functions, and you think independently of those around you. And that's why, even though they said it couldn't be done, and it shouldn't be done, and it should be illegal to do it, Frogging Molly on Twitch is our chatter of the day. Congratulations, Frogging Molly. Congratulations. You're the best around. Nothing's going to ever get you down. Folks, we'll be back tomorrow to do it all over again. Secret shows coming up tonight on the Discord. Link on thenewsjunkie.com.
Flirting, grooming, you still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age.
3, 2, 1, bye.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hurry! Mattress Firm's Upgrade Your Sleep sale ends soon. See their sleep experts today to find your perfect bed from their premium selection and save big on better rest. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
He's smiling, and that alone should scare you. This is
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. And a couple of things on the way out here. We'll do a bit of a grab bag segment as we wave goodbye. Final dispatches are on the way, as I said, and a lot more before we wrap everything up. But let's take this bit by bit here. Number one, first of all, particular shout out to our friends in West Palm Beach and on the Treasure Coast on Real Radio 92.1 and Real Radio 101.7. Hello.
All right.
We would like you to be in person at the roast event. You now have listened to the show for a long time, some of you, and you know what's going on behind the scenes. You want to see us go no holds barred. You want to see us make fun of each other and make some laughs for a great night in a beautiful high-class venue. And if you want to do that, jump on board those last couple of tickets over at thenewsjunkie.com/roast, especially you single folks. Perfect for you. It's an adult Halloween event.
We
and
can
that's one of the things.
matchmake.
We could. People have fallen in love through the show before. It's
They've
possible.
had babies.
They have. It's possible.
Drama.
They've fallen in lust much more, many more times.
We've had a
than
lot
that.
of banging listeners.
Right, that does happen. All right, let's see. On the way out, first to some of the grab bag stuff. They released another AI thing, another video AI thing. In this case, it's called VEO, VEO 3.1. And we tend to do the Will Smith AI check. And
I can't get enough of this.
Oh, it's still fake. Still looks way fake.
I think it's pretty good,
That
man.
spaghetti looks delicious, though.
I can't get enough of this.
Like, he looks a little drawn here,
Yeah.
but
Sure. His head is also
getting-
giant.
His head is bobblehead size.
Did you see the super real video that my girlfriend just sent me of Carl?
No, hang on. Let me bring this up. Hang on. Get off my laptop. See them real quick.
Get off it.
Get off it. Here it is right here.
No audio needed, please.
Are we?
And they're off.
All right.
Little Cora has taken the reins. Well, the handle on her trust.
I like the audio, though.
I don't know where they got Cora or that, assuming my Yorkie is female.
This is real. This is Carl riding on top of a giant iguana right now.
The iguana steed. Look at those ears catching the breeze. The big guy's pacing steady, claws crunching in the sand.
You know, I want this to be real.
I wish they'd give me more than 10 seconds of it.
Soon enough, we'll be able to get full feature-length movies of Carl riding around on iguanas.
Have you seen the one I watched either last night or maybe had it been this morning? And it was a bunch of them cut all together, but it was all Bob Barker giving away prizes to people who can't use the prizes. So it was like, or just messed up. So the first couple
Skis
was like
for somebody without any legs.
The first one was like a television for a blind guy, and he's throwing in little quips like, "Just take it from me, it looks beautiful." Gave a really fat woman like a lifetime supply of diet shots.
I mean, some of them are so funny.
I like it.
And then some of them are like, I think if I was the granddaughter of that dead person, I'd probably be upset.
I see that too.
Gave a guy in a wheelchair a treadmill.
Okay, but that actually happened in real life, so we walked before they could run.
Here's another one from Google's new video thing of Veo 3.1. Like a war scene.
The Lord is my light and my salvation.
Where's Tom Hanks?
Whom shall I fear?
I mean, this looks like a movie.
The Lord is the
That's
stronghold
Saving
of
Private
my
Ryan.
life. Get to the seawall. And the wicked advance against me to devour me.
It's crazy. This is like a 50-second clip or something. I don't have time for it, but it's pretty darn realistic looking. What else? The Guardian today saying 10% of the U.S. population owns 93% of the stock. 10% of the U.S. population owns 93% of the stock. 100% of you should own some stock. I'll tell you that. Grab some, invest, start investing your money. Make your money little soldiers that works for you every single day.
Not Pepe.
China's Zhenpeng company, or Xpeng in China, has now said they are going to mass produce flying cars next year. All right? They're going to mass produce flying cars next year in China, per the Wall Street Journal. I'll believe it when I see it. Ahead of these protests that are scheduled for this weekend in Washington, D.C., somebody doing this big 15-foot ice sculpture that says democracy. But obviously you put the ice sculpture out in the sun, and it's meant to run its course.
Why is the second sea melting the fastest?
There's some science behind that. Yeah, there's some science behind why some of these letters lasted longer than others, but the democracy obviously symbolically melting for these protesters are going to take to the streets.
And my minutes.
Hopefully being safe and legal and all that good stuff for this weekend. Let me play this because I almost did, and it did end up working. Mel with the video dispatch. Here's Mel.
Hey, news junkies.
Hey.
Well, it's your fault. You made me do it. I couldn't resist. I listened to the show, and then I decided to get the...
You did!
Dang.
She got the front yard thing with the alien getting sucked up into the
fun.
UFO.
That's
alien
cool.
and the cow. The alien and the cow. I did it. I didn't need it, but I wanted it. The alien bringing up a cow.
I love it. Thank you. That's fantastic.
Let's go steal it.
The stories that didn't make the cut, I've got this for you. A 58-year-old man just signed a deal with the NIL, which is some athletic league, I guess. He's the oldest college football player to sign an NIL deal. And he got a deal with, of all things, Aspercream. He's a 58-year-old college athlete with an Aspercream deal.
Good luck.
Oh, name, image, likeness deal.
That's what it is. Oh, NIL deal. Yeah, he's a college football player, I guess, at that age. That's quite old. Today I learned. Here we go.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Running short on time. Today I learned for a Thursday, October 16th, 2025. Today I learned this band right here, or song title.
Yeah, no.
How does it feel?
Oh, Blue Monday is the name of the song by New Order from 1983. This became an international smash hit. However, the record label lost money on this single because it was very expensive to make. They wanted to do a die cut and make it look like a floppy disk. So it went viral, and they sold a bunch of copies, but they actually lost money on their international smash hit because of the shape of it. Today, Dr. Seuss wrote a book called The Pocket Book of Boners about the small blunders young boys make. It's called a boner, a small blunder you might make. It's one of his earliest published works. And today I learned this band right here.
Nirvana. Foo Fighters.
Division, that's right. Joy Division indeed, C-Lane. Both the song Love Will Keep Us Together by Neil Sedaka and Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division were recorded at the exact same studio in Stockport, England. So pick your poison, whether it'll keep you together or tear you apart here on the way out today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast links over at thenewsjunkie.com.